We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, maybe. And most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. Are you ready for a great show? You are? Awesome. Trying to figure out what's going on with Rumble. We're not popping up over there, but that's okay. While I figure that out, I'd like to introduce Blabs. Hello, Blabs.
Hey, we're not live.
Hold on.
Wait,
Whoa. What is this? What is this?
Listen.
What the hell are you wearing?
Listen, my hair was a bit flat today, and I was like, I'm not having it. And I didn't want to put it forward because it was just bothering me, so. Anyway, as I'm trying to get the conversation rolling, we're not live on Plus right now either.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like it's not
I
like.
can't help you because
There we are. Okay, now I had to refresh studio, and now we should be
I'm gonna
good.
bring myself back now. Thanks so much. Anyway.
No, I liked backwards hat Blabs.
Yo.
Yeah, I know.
What's
You
up?
sound like your intro. It's good.
Check it out.
All right, there we go. We should be good everywhere now. I don't know what happened, but there we are. Anyways, good to see everybody. Glad you're with us here on this wonderful Wednesday. Here with backwards hat Blabs. There she is,
Yo.
everybody. America's favorite princess from the hood.
Hi.
Wow, that's awesome.
What?
I don't know.
Why is this so awesome?
It's
so
just
confused.
so stupid.
Thank you.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. Joining us here on this wonderful Wednesday. Actually, Blaz, would you like to introduce our guest today?
Which one?
Whoever you like. Pick your favorite.
Oh, that's cruel, bro. That's cruel. Because I have a favorite, but I can't say the favorite. But I have a favorite, or do I? You know what? How about this? I'll just bring we got son over here.
Yeah, I figured the backward hat, I'd get my old artist cap out and look like a big toe gaff.
You got a beret?
I do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, the fact that you own a beret.
Several,
Period.
actually. Yeah, absolutely I do.
Wait, why do you own a beret?
Because I'm a raging toe gaff. What else more information do you need?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. Well.
Turn
You
the
need a hat. There we
There we
go.
go.
Nice.
All right,
now
Pickles,
we're
you got about 1 minute to get some digital
no
hat
way
on.
Pickles did that, though.
Let's
All
go,
right.
Pickle. Let's
Yes.
go, Pickle. Let's go. It's Crazy Hat Wednesday. All right, nice.
I was like, I need a hat. I'm fucking taking this thing off.
Nice.
It says, in dog years, I'm gay.
Wait,
Wait, what does
hold
it
on.
even mean?
I don't know.
Do
I
I-
have a better one, actually.
Did you just Google that, or
Look, she
did
just
you?
put it in the trash. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I really like that hat, actually.
Wait.
Look at her go.
She's
Wait,
shopping.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, wow,
Wait,
look at
this
that.
girl's
How does
supposed to
this
see
work?
this.
Wow,
This is
Please
digging
select
it.
an item.
I'm very
I'm
excited to
looking
see
for
what
a
Tiny has.
specific hat.
Look,
Okay.
you can have a couch.
Yeah, put a couch on
Oh.
your head. Why not?
Yeah, I like
Wait,
that.
Yeah, I want.
Are these just like default items that are?
Lewd.
I love how long the sentence in that hat is. It's so long.
I know.
I like that I can't wear hats because I have horns in the way.
Yeah, you have
so I
horns.
just wear very small hats.
Yeah, teeny tiny hats.
So
That's
you
right.
could just do like the veil, like Maleficent does in the live action. She puts a veil on her horns when she wants to cover up.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, someone who I'm sure has gone out of their way here on apparently Crazy Hat
What's
Wednesday.
she doing?
Everyone, welcome to the show, Tiny Panda Face. Hello. Oh,
I
wow,
have a
look at-
hat.
She's got Bass Pro
Whoa.
Shops.
In my closet, the same one.
Bass Pro Shop. Nice,
Yeah.
dog.
I'm a
Oh,
cool
yeah.
teenage. Did you know these are in now? All the teenage boys
Yeah.
are wearing them.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Hip.
Cabela's was better. So.
You look like you're about to be in a 2002 rap video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just screen grabbed that. Thank you very much.
I want to say that I think everybody looks great in hats, except I was thrown out. What the fuck, Craig? When did you put that on?
Just noticed.
Every show.
Yeah.
That's,
What do you mean? Oh,
My
it's the
normal
gaslight then.
I
It's the-
was thrown off by Phoenix's beret a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
See, it's just sweet un garçon. Salut.
All right, I'm gonna put on my regular hat now.
Comment ça va?
There we go. All right, excellent.
Ça va bien.
Look,
Oh,
it's
see, I
gonna
got
be-
someone who can ask to talk to me.
I'll tell you this: if the first 6 minutes of this show has been any indication, we're in for quite possibly the most memorable episode of Side Scrollers we've ever had. So I'm glad you're with us today, everybody. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. It's
Can
gonna
I
be
just say that Phoenix looks like a gay narc right now?
you
Who
do
says
look-
he's not?
I'm watching you. Watch out. I'll tattle you bitches. I will tattle.
Yeah. I don't think the voice was necessary, Phoenix. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
That's a
think
good
it was
point.
apparent
That is-
already.
You look like you're in a police academy movie.
Exactly. You know that movie with Harrison Ford, Hollywood Homicide?
No.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh, okay. Of
Yeah.
course it is. That's good.
With Josh
Well, look,
Holloway, right? Was that his name?
I don't
Which is
remember,
great.
but I remember Anthony Mackie's in it for like 5 minutes because he dies.
The end.
There it is. All right, so look, big show today. Lots going on. If you are new to the show, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 140,000 just normal men over on YouTube. The over 40,000 who have found us over on Rumble. Growing like a damn weed over there. It's a big show today and lots going on. We're live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time. Middle of the day, right during your lunch break, or if you're in California, a little bit after your breakfast, or if you're in Europe, right at dinner time when you're eating your sausage and stuff. I don't know.
Eating your sausage.
Yeah, eat that sauce. That's Tiny's
Eat your
favorite weekend
sausage.
activities. That's good.
Hashtag eat your sausage.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what. Tomorrow we have a big event. We're very excited about this. We announced this on Monday, and look, the internet has a short attention span, so we announce these things fairly quick. Coming up tomorrow, very exciting for this. We have I guess not really our first. We've had crossovers before, but tomorrow, the official launch of VTuber Chaos. Thursday, March 19th, in the evening time, prime time, internet, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus. You can watch it for free by using promo code FREE. You get a free month of Side Scrollers Plus membership. I encourage you to join us over there and check out the Chaos, featuring this hat-wearing son of a gun, Pickle. Hello, Pickle. Great to see you.
Hi.
Are you ready for the throwdown tomorrow?
I'm so ready. I've never been more ready in my life.
Wow, you can tell just the excitement in her voice.
I
It's
was
great.
born for this moment. And after that, I will perish.
Somebody turn her mic down. I mean, it's blaring.
Yeah, I know. Well, unbelievable. So we have that tomorrow night. That's going to be very, very exciting. Also, coming up next week, I don't know if you guys knew this or not. We've only talked about this a couple times on the show, but I'm going to be pumping the shit out of this from now until next week. Guess what? You can meet everyone's favorite superstars
Yeah.
at the Rumble Community Meetup in Boston, Massachusetts, Saturday, March 28th at the F1 Arcade. Blabs and Phoenix hanging out in Boston. I want you to go out there and meet them. And you can stare at them, make it really awkward. It'll be a great time.
Yes, please stare at us.
That's right.
Can we go find the tea? You know,
The
Boston.
tea?
I've never been to Boston before. So
The
like
tea
the
that's
tea.
in the harbor?
Yeah, I want to go find it.
You think it's still there lost? Is that your concern? That it
Maybe there's still particles at the very bottom of the water.
Craig? That's Craig.
Yes, thank you, Phoenix. Blabs, do you actually think that there's tea in the water at Boston?
Oh, absolutely. There's also trash and probably like leftover coffee. There's like everything in the water these days, you know?
Blabs, since you're going to be in Boston, should we potentially just put you in a wetsuit and see if you can deep dive down to try to find the tea?
I have never done that before.
Just saying. I think that would be.
I like that that's the bigger issue than you just going to look for tea in the ocean.
No, that's fun. That's fun. I like swimming, but
Okay.
But what if she finds tea in the ocean?
Well, then fuck all of us.
Jokes on all of
bag
Good
of
point.
Twinings tea just chilling at the bottom.
If it would be anyone, it would be Blabs.
See?
Water tastes like Earl Grey. She's just gonna be.
It's like, oh, this is shit. I don't like Lady Grey tea.
Found some like Lipton iced tea packets or whatever, like flavor
Or a new
packets you put in.
species of tea, and we name it after Blabs.
Yeah, the Blabsinator.
Yeah, Labs, that'd be great. Well, look, it's going to be an adventure. That is next weekend. If you'd like to help Blabs get to the bottom of the ocean, you can join her out.
Good Lord. Might be an invitation to kill her. Good Lord.
Yeah, I was just talking about Hollywood homicide, but have you heard about the Boston homicide that's happening next week?
Wow.
It's a horrible idea. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Please
guys.
don't kill Blab.
Please don't
Thank
do
you.
that.
I like
All right.
living.
So today is actually an important day because it is the final day of the first round of our greatest console ever tournament that's been happening over the last week and a half. And we are almost all the way through. Phoenix, before we go to today's matchup, can you actually pull up the bracket today? Because I think that'd be a great thing to look at. Here is our current bracket. You can see up there. Oh, geez, you can see actually the spoiler. Never mind. That's okay. But you can see the GBA down there, the Genesis advancing to the second round directly below it, Phoenix. We had a great matchup of the Game Boy and the GameCube in the upper right corner over there. We have the N64 beating the PlayStation 1, and it's going to have to take on the PlayStation 2. But before we get to the bottom right corner, Phoenix, I would love if you were to introduce today's matchup with a fancy graphic.
This is going to be a good one. Here we go. Press the right button.
Attaboy, Phoenix! Here we go. Today's matchup in the Side Scroller Showdown as the escalator falls from the sky will be the Nintendo Wii versus the OG Xbox from 2001. This could get ugly here. I said this yesterday. The Wii, one of the greatest consoles ever made, specifically the greatest controller ever made, potentially, maybe a top 3.
I agree.
Okay, I know you do, Blabs. And the Xbox, home of the Duke controller, one of the biggest, clunkiest controllers that people loved, but still, we'll see. So this will move on. Let's go back to that bracket real quick, if you don't mind, Phoenix, and take a look at who it could potentially advance in the bottom right corner of the screen. You can see the matchup right there, Wii versus OG Xbox. Wouldn't it be interesting to see a Wii versus Switch matchup in the second round, or an Xbox
The Wii
versus
better
Switch?
win.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Tiny, do you have any thoughts on the Wii versus Xbox matchup?
I have a little special place in my heart for the Wii. Little trivia.
Oh,
Phoenix was the only person to get me a wedding gift back in the day when I was married, and it was the Nintendo Wii.
that's good.
Aw.
That's very sweet of you, Phoenix.
Thank you very much.
What a
Thank
true
you.
champion right there.
I am. A winner is me. Thank you so much. Can we make today's episode all about me and how great I am? I appreciate
That's right.
that. Thank you.
Pickle, do you have any thoughts on this
Guess
matchup?
not.
It's kind of tough because I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. If I'm being honest with you, because they're
So-
both like significant. They're both significant. I think if the Switch, the Wii went against the Switch, if it won, I think the Wii would win against the Switch.
Ooh, well, I guess we'll
I do.
need to see. It's got to get
Yeah.
out of the first round first.
Yeah, so
See,
it has to
and-
win.
I think today's this is an interesting one because really so the Wii had obviously hugely popular, but that was also the beginning of the downfall of Nintendo because a lot of people were upset with how they let the hardcore gamers down. It was turned into a lot of shovelware, even though the Wii has some great hits. We do remember it as kind of a shovelware platform. So it did piss a lot of people off, where the Xbox was kind of this new kind of Western console that came out and really brought in some incredible games like Halo. When you think of an Xbox, you also think of Halo. And that controller, the first Duke controller, garbage, but it evolved into one of the greatest controllers that everyone else started to emulate. So both of these are kind of iconic, and it's going to be curious to see if people go for like more of the hardcore gaming you found in the Xbox or the nostalgia and some of the great classics that come from the Wii. I actually think this is a really good fight.
Well, you just heard that, man. I got so much happening in my ears right now. Sorry,
We can hear it.
I know. Sorry. We have this. This is the Nintendo Wii
The best.
login. A little bit of nostalgia to drive your thoughts here, which Blabs, I know you just makes you so happy. Makes you so happy to hear
As
this.
the real queen of the Wii here, yes.
Oh,
Yes, there it
good
is.
sound. That's
That is a
good,
good sound.
sound.
Does this remind you of your wedding night, Tiny?
God, I hope not.
And how your husband at the time yelled at me for not getting you an Xbox, son of a bitch.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Look how it all ties in, Phoenix.
Pants shitting asshole. Sorry about that anyway.
I was
a
just
jerk.
threatened
I
by
hope
a
he's not.
friend via DM for not picking Xbox. So I'm
wow.
gonna pick
Oh.
Wii out of spite now.
Good.
Okay, there you go.
Show
Well,
them, Pickles.
Yeah.
speaking of the Xbox, here you go.
Sounds like someone just took like a dump.
Wait, it sounds like what?
The very beginning is like, "Wah." It just sounds like a splat or something.
That's what
I
it sounds
forgot
like.
it sounded like that.
It
That's what a
literally
dump
sounds like
sounds
someone's
like
like
to you?
squeezing something out of a bottle or taking a weird like fart or poop or something.
I
like one of
think
those
it's
weird...
time for Blabs to go see a doctor. Because
I
that's
agree.
not
Yeah.
a normal
I was about to
sound
say.
to come from your body.
Hold on, let's just go full screen here and listen to this
Hi.
real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, like scrunch your face.
No. Don't you hear that? Like the lower sound, not the higher sound. Split the sounds in two, right? There's
Yeah.
two sounds. One of them sounds like a splat, like you squeeze it out of a bottle. The very beginning. No, that's not it.
Oh, you just
does.
finished, Blabs. That's good. Oh, hey.
Labs, are you okay?
No!
All right, one last little bit of nostalgia for you here with the OG Xbox boot up. There we go.
Can we hear
It's
the
like
Xbox?
it doesn't know what sound it wants to be.
Can we hear the Xbox intro? I think we just heard a bowel movement. If we could just play the Xbox,
Oh,
that'd be great.
sorry, my
Thank
fault.
you. Yeah.
My fault. Well, what you can hear is Chad Warden over here.
Halo. Niggas trying to talk.
Whoops.
Oh, no.
You got,
Oh,
you
no.
guys know Chad Warden? Let's go. You got to know Chad Warden. Chad Warden, this is exactly what you think about Halo over here. Halo. Ridiculous.
I mean, we'll never know now.
Maybe we may never know as with all this slow loading here. Maybe I
I
need to
really
turn it
do
down.
enjoy your internet speeds over there with your
Halo.
buffers.
niggas trying to.
What's happening, Chad Warden?
I don't know
No.
what they're gonna try to do, Craig.
It's,
What,
wow,
we're going
we're just
down to
testing the
240p.
YouTube
Halo.
flag right
Just
now.
keep playing that
niggas
over.
tryna
Yep. Apologies to our Afro-American community out in the chat right now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry,
please just
Linda.
keep playing it over and over again. Never
Yeah,
stop.
we can do this for the next.
I want to
90
apologize
minutes.
to my brother out there. Just
What is happening here? Why is this not playing? I just don't understand. I'm very
Because
confused.
it's the best part, Craig.
Ridiculous.
Goodness
Well,
gracious.
he's supposed to say Halo more like Galo. That's what he says, and it's awesome.
It
Because
took
that's-
that long for him to say that.
Well, he had
Halo. niggas trying to talk about Halo. About Halo 3. You know what I'm saying? Man, they best rename that shit to Galo 3.
Fucking got
Shit, that shit's
him.
mad.
got him. Let's go, Chad
Fucking got
Warden.
him.
A true man of the people, right there. Let's go.
Worth the punchline. Worth it.
Sorry, I was. I don't know why it took so long to load up, but apparently that's a thing. Either way, there's the matchup today: the Wii versus the Xbox in Galo. Today should be fun. All right, we're gonna start calculating your vote. Oh, remember you can vote with your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We'll get to all of them. It's gonna be good. Right off the bat, we have this great support right here from the Is this Gilk Man Returns? Let's
Yep,
go.
the Gilk.
He says, whoever put this, by the way, this is a pre-show super chat. Always love the pre-show super chat. It says, hey, it's going to be a great day. Whoever put Lego City Undercover as the best Lego video game is questionable. Lego Marvel Superheroes is the best Lego video game. Fight me. Well, I'll tell
I
you
will,
what.
because that's incorrect.
One person put it on there. And
Guess
that's her.
what? I haven't even played the game.
You just want to watch the world burn, don't you, there, Vlad? Just want to watch
Yes.
the world burn.
Yeah.
Atta girl.
Bike Short says late and pickled. Yeah, we're perfectly on time as always. Kryptonian Jedi says, "Hey Pickle with $20.
Country high.
Let's go. Thank you very much." Gilkman Returns came back, says, "Okay, I'm going to PAX East. I live in Boston. Don't really care about PAX East, but we'll go to meet Blaz in Phoenix."
Can I just stop there? I just said I would fight him. Fuck. I retract that statement.
Listen, by the way, you don't
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Live
don't
from
even need to
stream.
go.
Do it.
you don't even need to go to PAX to meet him. This is outside of PAX, so you don't need to buy a pass or anything. Don't you just go meet him at the event. It's very easy. Thank you very much, Gilkman.
Look at Craig setting you up, Phoenix.
That's right. Make
I
sure you
be
bring a
Rev?
knife. No, just don't do that.
Why are those two fighting? That was a Lego game. It's just
Yeah, Lego Undercover. Let Blabs look for the Great Molasses Flood. What's this about?
What is that? Great.
Is that real?
Masses flood. Oh, it's a thing in Boston. Hey, in 1919. So it didn't really happen yesterday. Now did it? A large storage tank filled with 2.3 million U.S. gallons of molasses burst, and the resultant wave of molasses rushed through the streets at an estimated 35 miles per hour, killing 21 people and injuring 150 others.
Wait, that's a real thing?
Yeah,
Holy
in
shit.
1919 in Boston.
so you can
I
get
also-
tea and molasses.
Yeah, I
Yes.
also really like the snide way that Blab said. Didn't really happen yesterday, now did it? After she just talked about looking for tea after the
Right.
Boston Tea Party.
I was
Centuries
going to add
ago.
on to it that I could actually go swimming in the molasses and see if I can find a leftover tea.
Why were they keeping
love this
the
idea.
entire population's reserve of molasses in Boston?
These are the questions that I expect you to ask, Pickle, and I appreciate that.
Apparently, the temperatures rose over 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I guess that warmed up all the shit. Yeah, warmed up the molasses so it moved.
Okay.
It had to get out of there. It
Physics.
had to go.
Like, is this like Pompeii where there's frozen people? Like
Exactly like Pompeii,
Yeah.
Craig.
people stuck in
Exactly
molasses.
like
And there-
Pompeii.
There's like a lady shilding her child from the molasses, like in fucking Pompeii.
It's
Oh
so
my
slow,
God.
but no one's running.
It's like,
Boston Globe reported that people were picked up by a rush of air and hurled many feet, which is why
Oh,
some of them ended up
goodness.
dying because of the impact, I guess, the air.
Wow.
So.
All
Others
right.
had debris hurled at them from the rush of sweet-smelling air. A truck was picked up and hurled into the harbor. Hey, maybe I can go find the truck.
I just love the idea of people like, man, that smells delicious. Oh my God, certain death. Wow. Well, this is, I feel like I'm learning so much more about Boston history. Like, this should be a, you know, like, yes, the entire city of Chicago burnt down, but Boston had a molasses thing, you know, a tragedy, which
So much tragedy.
I don't know if there's ever been a city that suffered so many sweet tragedies in their life related to food of all things.
Yeah, there's even a little plaque and everything.
Wow. Thank
We
you.
should go
Thank you for
find the
that.
plaque, Phoenix.
I'm ready.
They
Let's do
also
this.
have a strip club that specializes in midgets, by the way.
And
Let it
go.
Perfect.
Hang on, midget. Boston Strip Club.
I'm sorry, Rumble and Craig. I will not be at the event, but you can find us at the strip club.
It's called the Micro Maidens.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, last time I was there, I heard it. On the
Oh no. Anyway.
Okay, this is shaping up to be the greatest trip of all time.
Quick reminder, you can go to the Mini
Yeah.
Maiden with Blaz and Phoenix in a couple weeks.
No, Micro Maidens.
Oh, sorry, my fault. All right. Well, what a start to the show, huh? All right. Pookie came in with 10 and says, the OG Xbox revolutionized the multiplayer experience. Let's go. We have Danny Delete with 5 for the OG Xbox. Says you aren't playing your games with a deal. Not to mention the Wii killed thousands of TVs. Thousands of TVs.
That's right, because people didn't use the strap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Mr.
on you
Azazel.
then. As
True.
they had all the warnings saying, "Yo, use the strap."
He said, "Yo," that was the Indian
And
instructions.
they did.
You're
All the
right, Bob.
Japanese guys were like, "Hey, yo," when they were programming everything.
They wore their hats backwards too.
Yep, that's how they talk.
The Wii is shovelware garbage, and Metroid Prime 3 sucks. Xbox has Halo. Enough said, and better GTA Porta. Potty. Let's go. Cthulhu White says Mahong, normal men, normal ladies, and happy birthday, Phoenix. My vote is Xbox, just for Knights of the Old Republic. Romer for 5 says Wii for the win. Smash Brawl, Mario Galaxy, Mario Kart Wii, Wii Fit, Virtual Console. Xbox only has Halo and Gears of War. Dr. T is King says the OG Xbox is the GOAT. We had some greats, but the Xbox was all American muscle with games like Fable, Halo, and the Duke was a phenomenal controller. Wii games are hampered by the console. Looney Lenny says I have to go with the OG Xbox. It is the biggest controller ever made and made on only for one game, Mecha Salt, and you cannot play it anywhere else as far as I know.
Was that the one that required the $5,000 controller
Yes.
that you used? Okay, that thing is awesome.
Spectacular, yes.
Yeah.
Epsilon Sama says the Wii easy. Back in the day, it was the best way to play retro games on a CRT due to how easy it was to homebrew and play emulators and backup copies of your own games. There you go. Nice. All right, and Young Stove came in and says hard choice. Xbox though, Ninja Gaiden, Halo. Let's fucking go. Also, see y'all in Boston. It's only an hour from me. Phoenix, can we trade Freddy got fingered quotes and such?
Yes, please.
Young Stove, thank you very much. Hyena Fur says original Xbox, lots great of Halo local LAN party memories. There you go. Thank you so much, Hyena Fur. Appreciate that. Emerald Ultima says, remember, we would like to play 2 for the Wii. And then Con Air just came in and dropped a stinking bomb with $200. Says, well, I give respects to the Xbox since it brought us Halo, but I will choose Wii since it's the only other console that rivals my nostalgic love for the PlayStation 2. It had Smash Brawl, which is far superior to Melee, since it gave me my mains of King DDD, Ike, and Wolf. $200.
You should cut to me.
For the Wii. You know what? We will cut to you. Let him go. Con Air, thank you very much. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Looney Lenny says, correction, Steel Battalion is not Mecha Salt. Con Air, I'm going to get you on the wall right there in just a second.
That is correct.
That is spectacular. I'm also going to put Gear on the wall with 500 Indonesian monies, I think. I don't even know how much. That's 500,000.
That's 29 cents.
Really?
IDR. Yeah, Indonesian rupiah. 500.
So, wait, hold on.
Oh, hey, that's 5,000. Is that a 500 or 5?
500,000.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. Let's fix that.
I was
How
gonna
many
say,
zeros? Okay, it's 29.46.
let's go. All right. Sounds great. He says, wake up, side scrollers. It's our time to shine. About yesterday's drama, I'm not a fan of NVIDIA's price bumping DLSS AI, and I'm not surprised on anyone who kept their silence about it from it. Wake up. This super chat is for the Wii and the PS2. Sorry, Microslop. So there we go.
You
Add
said
that to the Wii.
$29.94?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're going to get to the NVIDIA stuff here in a little bit. Phoenix has a lot to say about it, so we'll get to that. We have XLR. It says, OG Xbox had the best games of that generation, and the Duke was great for people with bigger hands. We sucked, which only sold well due to fat people buying it.
Wow.
Safe for 5 says the Xbox had Halo, KOTOR, DOA, Volleyball, Steel Battalion, Reddick, Ninja Gaiden Black. This goes to the Wii. All right, there's 5 for the Wii. Silo Full Cool Rancherito says the Boston Tea from Haba with the Monster next to the Double Decker near the bank across from Duncan near the wicked VFW Xbox. There we go. Marmalin for 10 says side scrollers exclusive from Micro Maidens. We would love to see a Lego game UFC fight with a few cripples and Micro Maiden. Pickle can choose. Pickle, we want to go Xbox or Wii?
We out of spite.
Ooh, okay. Snake Master for 5 says, please go to xboxpreservation.com and to vote for games you'd like backwards compatible. It's a long shot, but I'm hoping the Simpsons game becomes backwards compatible. My money's on the OG Xbox. All right. And we have this. Says, DSP came out and revealed in an effort to save on doctor bills, he's resorted to using a scrub daddy to relieve his jock edge. Thoughts? We please. Thank you, Queefer Sutherland, for that. Don't have a whole lot of thoughts on that. I prefer to talk about your name more than anything else. That's,
Yes.
Wonderful.
Oh, how magical.
Yeah, now I need a second child to name them Queefer Sutherland.
Oh,
We got
no.
what, Goose Fart McGee and then Queefer Sutherland? Perfect.
CG Hero says, did you see the recent tweet from GameStop announcing the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U are officially retro consoles? My money's on the Wii.
I did see that, and I turned to dust.
Yes, I think we all
I
felt
read it.
I
Yeah.
hate seeing that. It's disgusting. John
Yeah.
says, I got to choose Xbox because I remember Kung Fu Chaos. Can't make that game anymore. It had a Chinese director named Xiao Ting. Thank you,
That's
John.
like a hidden gem. That's a great game.
All right, Phoenix, let's go get an update before we get into all the news today. What do we have? As I think this is a Wii blowout here early. Yes?
This is what I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see a healthy bit of. No one asked me for this opinion, but I think you're going to see a healthy dose of Xbox tips, and then you'll see the big ones coming in for Wii. So here we go. At the moment, we've got $276.93 for the Nintendo Wii and $94.99 for the original Microsoft Xbox. This is still a fight, contrary to the numbers you're seeing here. This is going to go back and forth.
Yeah, Con Air really came in and dropped a bomb to make the separation early. So we'll see how that goes. Add 10 to the Xbox, as T-Mac Burninator says, OG Xbox was revolutionary. Halo CE alone wins it for me. There you go. There's 10 for the Xbox right there. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the day. All right. We have a lot to talk about today, friends. So much. In addition to all the Boston historical facts you didn't know and love, we have some really important news to get to today. So let's get into it, friends. It is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
Okay. For some reason, the graphic is like, I don't know. I can't wait to get my PC back, if I'm being totally honest with you. I've been operating off this like little crappy desktop.
Well, your new PC.
Well, you know, the not my new PC, the PC.
Oh.
The
I just
power
can't wait
PC.
till you turn it on for the first time and you see what's on the lock screen.
If it's a
What
picture
is-
of you with a backwards
It's not.
hat.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not a picture of me.
What is it?
It will haunt your soul and dreams.
Yeah.
Trust me, I had to deal with it in every event that we've ever done. Correct.
Is this something that you did, Blabs?
Yes.
I don't know how I
Just trust me. As
feel
soon as you
about
turn it on, you go, "Oh, good lord!" You're going to do that. Trust me.
this. Okay.
It's the great molasses tragedy of
really is.
1919.
It
That's
is.
what it is.
The thing is, though, there was actually a wallpaper that I chose too, but it was so bright and colorful that Phoenix decided to change it when he was working on it at like 6 in the morning because it was hurting his eyeballs. But he left the lock screen alone. So
Okay.
please keep
Well-
the lock screen as it is when you receive your tower. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I don't know how we're gonna feel about that. Anyways, this story is well, rather shocking. There was a woman who lost her husband in Utah, and by lost I mean he died. He didn't just like wander off, right? He ended up dying. Sad day. And then she wrote a kid's book about it in 2023. Said, "Are you with me?" I believe it was a kid's book. And then she went around and promoting it on local TV and radio stations. And it was, quite a touching story. You know, one of those things where you go out and you deal with grief in different ways. And she decided to write a book about this.
Is the punchline that she killed him?
The punchline is that she did, in fact, kill him. Yes.
Oh my
No
god!
way.
God!
Dun dun dun!
Indeed.
Did she do it for the clout? What is?
She did it to write the book.
Yeah.
To prosecutors, Curry Richens put 5x the lethal dose of synthetic opioid into a cocktail that her husband drank. Prosecutors also say Richens said She was $4.5 million in debt and thought if she
Oh
killed
my-
him, she would inherit his estate worth $4 million. She was also seeing another man. Richens attempted killing her husband on another occasion where she gave him a fentanyl-laced sandwich that made him black out. Before she was arrested, she published the book, Are You With Me? And promoted it on local TV and radio stations.
Wow.
And prosecutors say this was an attempt to cover up the murder. She's scheduled to be sentenced on May 13th. Let's take a look at this real fast.
That's a sociopath.
Yes. This is bizarre.
Guilty of aggravated murder.
This is her getting
The jury
charged.
unanimously agree that
sentenced.
the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 1
So
beyond reason.
they found everything there. She is, look at this. Husband, 3 kids, 3 little boys right there.
Easy.
Threw it all away because she was in debt. You wonder why she was in debt. So many questions.
That is a lot of debt. Like that, thinking about that makes me want to throw up.
$4 million. Was the other
Yeah.
guy involved? Was her side thing involved at all, or no? Or he
The
was
side
just like,
piece?
Doesn't
Yeah.
seem to
Yeah.
be, no.
Yeah. Well, this person said over on X in response to this, my favorite crime podcast covered this. She's diabolical. It's not even the first time she tried poisoning him, and he knew, but he stayed. Like at that point,
oh,
it's kind of on the guy, though. You know, like
yeah. No, I'm with you, Craig.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
also on the guy, but he was also very sneaky because the last sentence says, but behind her back signed over power to his sister because he suspected it for a while.
How is that
Well,
sneaky, Blabs? That's
Yeah.
It's
that's what you
sneaky.
have issue with in this story? How dare he do that behind her back?
Attempted murder? I
Don't
don't
you find it
know.
all weird though? Like he knew that, but he was like, you know, she's gonna kill me. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go behind her back and take the power to the sister. Like, don't you find that all of it's fucking weird, dude?
But kind of look
I'm-
at him. It kind of makes sense. He does kind of look a little, not
Well,
to
listen,
shit on the dead
Maybe-
here. But
Yeah.
Not that, yeah.
I'm with Tiny on this.
pussy-ish.
Like, that's what you took out of this, Blabs? Is that the guy was sneaky for changing
No,
the
no.
How dare he?
Listen, you guys are taking me out of context here.
No, we're not.
Oh, pretty much in
Totally
context
staying
right
in
there.
context.
Fine, yes, kill them all.
Wow. Well, the aggravated murder charge carries a sentence of 25 years to life in prison. And this was it says, what was scheduled to be a 5-week trial was cut short when the defendant waived her right to testify. And her legal team abruptly rested its case without calling any witnesses. Wow. Her attorney said they were confident the prosecutors did not produce enough evidence over the 3 weeks to convince her of murder. The whole thing, the deliberation lasted 3 hours, which means they went in there like, yeah, she's
That's
guilty.
it?
Yeah. Right.
Can we get
Yeah,
credit where credit's due, though? Like, she killed him for
no.
the money, right? And then she found out she wasn't going to get it because he left everything to his sister. And then instead of panicking, she persevered. And she wrote a book. And she still...
Hold on, Blabs. You know how you said he was so sneaky for signing over his estate to
You
his
guys,
sister?
you guys are taking me out of context.
y'all are taking her out. Yeah, yeah. What she's trying to say is the guy, he's clearly knew he was going to die. So, like, isn't it strange that he, instead of leaving, instead goes,
Yeah.
sis, take my money or take my power or
you
whatever.
don't find that weird
yeah,
that
yeah.
the sis doesn't say anything either? It's like, sure, why not? I'll take this stuff from you, brother. What?
Totally get it. With that said, I just want to point this out. The prosecution says Richin, a real estate agent focused on flipping houses, was deep in debt and planning a future with another man. She had opened numerous life insurance policies on her husband without his knowledge.
That's fucked up.
What is more effed up? Him flipping his entire estate over to his sister, or her
Oh,
opening
her,
up?
obviously.
Right. Oh my god.
You know, she is not a nice lady, is what I'll say. Not a nice
She
lady.
faces 26 other money-related criminal charges in a separate case that is yet to go to trial here. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And the internet search history from Richard's phones included, what is a lethal dose of fentanyl?
Oh,
and
boy.
luxury prisons for rich America. And if someone is poisoned, what does it go down on this death certificate as?
What the fuck?
Wow.
Wow. That is
I have a question for the men.
yes.
How good does a woman's head game have to be for you to just shove attempted murder under the carpet?
That's you bring up some really good points, right? At that point you're like,
It's a legit question.
She could kill me, but
Yeah, she would have to be smoking hot, like an 11 out of 10. Then
Not just
probably.
smoking hot. I'm talking like head game.
Oh,
We're
yeah, I
talking
get-
about she does tricks. We're talking like 16 times a week, right?
just
Meet
get
you
up.
at
and
the
she's
door.
just- She's just waiting when you wake up. She's like, "Let's go." It's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
At what point are you like, get the fuck away from me?
I don't know. It depends. If it's that strong, you may never know. Just
You know what I mean?
in constant euphoria. But
She's holding the knife in her hand while she's on her knees, and you're like, listen,
man, you know.
hear me out
I have a
though.
choice.
Hear me out though.
Prosecutors, listen. I the imagery of that is actually really funny. I like your wicked sense of humor right there. Prosecutors also showed the jury excerpts of a letter found in Richard's jail cell that they said appeared to outline testimony for her mother and brother. In the 6-page letter, Richard instructed her brother to tell her former attorney that Eric Richards confided in him about getting fentanyl from Mexico, and he gets high every night. So she's trying to change the story here.
So that he wanted the fentanyl. She's
well-
just trying to help him.
That's, I guess, the idea that he did it to himself. He killed it. You know, she was trying to frame a narrative right there. So, defense attorney said that the letter contained a fictional story their client was working on. They argued that Eric Richards was addicted to painkillers and his wife, and asked his wife to procure opioids for him. However, Richards told police on the night of her husband's death that he had no history of illicit drug use, according to body cam footage shown in court.
Ooh.
Wow. We have officially found the worst person on planet Earth.
Definitely one of them.
Crazy.
Congratulations, Craig.
Yeah. Well, listen, Blabs was like,
it.
"Can we please,
How did
please
her
talk
How
about
did
the
her
story?"
book sell? Did her book sell well?
Good question.
I don't think it really mattered, if I'm being totally honest with you, whether the book sold or not.
Yeah,
It
but
was
the
just,
wild thing is that she did like a PR tour for that book, and she was on like TV and stuff.
Yeah, I just want to like be able to see it crash and burn because she doesn't deserve any modicum of success.
She definitely
So-
has a fan club. There's definitely a bunch
Oh, yeah.
of Goonies
Oh, there's
dudes
always
out there.
there's always fan clubs for
Yeah.
fucking
Do we
people
know
that
that-
do shit like this.
Do we know the timeline on this? Because I'm confused how she was able to write. Like, I guess they couldn't find the body. Then they found it, like, I guess months and months later or a year later, and then they tested it. Because I'm just trying to. She wrote a book in the before that. I guess they found the body, right? Because I imagine
Or
with
she
an
was writing
autopsy
the book
would.
while he was still alive.
Well, that's even creepier.
Whoa, backup plan.
Chill.
I think
That's
she was
smart.
doing that. Dude, she's insane enough that I think she was writing it before like he even died. And she's like, I need you to die so I can grieve.
You need a
Ugh.
plan B. You got to give credit where credit's due. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
point. Good point.
here is the timeline of events according to Grok. Right? Let's go and give Grok a little credit here in the 6 seconds it took to pull this up. Late January 2022, she signs an application for a life insurance policy on his life. Okay. Then February 11th, she obtains fentanyl for the first time, and she allegedly paid for right there. On Valentine's Day,
Good Lord.
he became severely ill after eating a sandwich. So she tried to murder him on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
That's
I
romantic.
wonder what kind of sandwich it
Hot.
was.
Yeah. Oh, pickles. I was just thinking the same thing.
It's like, was it turkey?
This sandwich is to die for.
Kind of
And we're
sandwich.
talking about turkey sandwiches. What did I say before the show?
Yeah.
Mission
Was-
accomplished.
Thank
Given
you.
to her.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's find out what kind of sandwich was given to him. I think this is probably the
Oh
most
God, please
important.
be turkey.
Oh my god, I was saying turkey. Let's see.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Testimony
Plain
shows.
bagel. Oh dear. Fried
Okay.
egg, bacon.
Actually, sounds
Avocado,
pretty good.
tomato.
Actually,
Sounds delicious.
yeah, I'm not
Get
gonna
rid of
lie.
Wait, is
Tomato
that all? Is that
and
all? Wait, is that all of the ingredients on it?
Well,
no.
besides
Fried
the
egg,
well,
bacon, pepper-
fentanyl.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
so. Oh well, yeah,
Yeah,
can't
they
forget
forgot
the
fentanyl.
but-
Yeah.
yeah,
that's the
that
secret
sounds so good.
ingredient.
I'm
News.
so hungry right now. I could
Word.
eat a block of fentanyl.
Now,
That's a good saying. That's a great T-shirt, Pickles.
I'm so hungry I could eat a
I'll
block
put it
of
in my
fentanyl.
store.
Get it on
All
that
right.
hat.
So here's the thing. He gets ill, and 3 weeks later, he's dead. 3 weeks later. So she tried to kill him on Valentine's Day, and then on March 4th, this is like 3.5 weeks later, he's dead at 3:21 after he got drugged here. Wow, unbelievable. And then just weeks after, they said, no, weeks after, Curry self-publishes the children's book, Are You With Me?
Okay,
Well, she
while
has-
under
she had that ready.
investigation.
Labs might be right.
Yeah,
Labs
she
might
had
be
that
right.
ready. That takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's nuts. What a psycho.
Good for her. Joking.
That's the big takeaway. Absolutely.
Good for her.
She's a planner. She was
Entrepreneur, if you ask
She
me.
had
Yeah,
exactly.
she really
plan
set some
B.
goals. She achieved them.
She knew what she wanted and she went and got it. Good for
Absolutely.
her.
Am I
You go
right,
get it.
ladies?
Girls,
Grab
go
that bag.
get it.
Go get that bag. That's right. Well,
Or dead body, whichever one.
Yeah.
or dead body. Right.
Or the bag for the dead body. It's fine either way.
Jesus Christ. What a time to be
Yikes.
alive. Or dead for this guy.
Yeah, really.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah, it's rough. All right. Dan came in with $50. Let's go, Dan. Evil Robot says, I didn't own Xbox besides playing Halo 2 with my old best friend's house. I'm going to vote Nintendo Wii because the motion controls revolution. Wii Sports still holds up. My favorite Wii game of all time is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Oh, nice, Dan. You are in the minority when it comes to Twilight Princess being your favorite Zelda game. But thank you very much, Dan. Let's get you on the wall as well. As Magnus Black Hammer came in. Blaz, why don't you read that off?
All right, Steel Battalion is a blast to play. All those buttons and no pause button. There's one to wash your windshield though. Xbox.
I love that. That's great. I love that there's a button to wash your windows. That's good.
Right. Kwang. What a great name. Kwang Su 515 for 419 says maybe he left everything to his sister before getting married and never changed the will. No, but it says that he went and did it like during, like he didn't, like the wife didn't even know about it. Well, you never know, so maybe not. I don't think so though. Wasp for 10 says, no woman is ever worth it if they're like that unless you're Arch. That freak would think that makes her hotter. Yeah, Arch is a wild one. He needs to seek therapy, to be honest. Blob's the serial killer sympathizer. Wow. Thank you. With a knife. Cthulhu for 5 says, give death by snoo snoo a new meaning. Corona for 10 says, maybe he knew she tried to kill him but couldn't prove it. Why did he stay? The kids. Family courts tend to favor the women. Would you want your kids alone with her?
Well, they are
Fair.
now. I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately,
Right.
they don't have
Now,
anybody. Yes.
now the kids are going somewhere, I hope. If someone's family member or something gets them, I hope they don't go into orphanage. $10 from Prof. Plague Bait for the likely and mundane reason he stated is probably to avoid dealing with divorce courts. Very highly biased against fathers. Money on we.
All right. Thank you so much, Professor Plague.
I think you have a case that she tried to kill you, though. I think
Right,
you've got
and
a pretty good.
Dad
Yeah.
or going through divorce court. That paperwork.
I don't know. These just seem very like, women get the court system. No.
But, like if
tried to
if
kill
like
me,
you
I would go
yeah
away.
if you have proof of attempted murder, I mean that's
Right.
That's my point. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. I think the divorce is kind of the bonus, I'd say.
Yeah.
The bonus
Really,
result.
Cherry on top.
And then you'd wonder about the safety of the kids too. If their mother's trying to kill the husband, who knows that she won't try to kill them? You know, I don't know. Creepy.
Creepy. All right, a quick hit here, but before we do, Phoenix, let's get an update on our Wii versus Xbox battle.
Here we go. We got $336.93 for the Nintendo Wii and $114.99 for the original Microsoft Xbox.
All right. Yeah, it's still time. Still plenty of time here for the Xbox.
Yeah,
right here.
we're just getting started.
All right. Let's. This is. Tell you what. I always love a good conspiracy theory, and oftentimes the conspiracy theories are true. You guys ever looked up in the sky and seen those planes just moving across the sky, leaving those white streaks? You guys seen those before? Everyone looks up, they see those. You guys ever thought, like, what are those?
Vapor trails.
Vapor trails. Some people say call them chemtrails. Yeah. This courtesy of the Daily Mail, as the CIA is accused of poisoning the sky with toxins in to expose a secret weather control agenda here. So we have poisoning the sky and weather control here. Before we get into this story, curious, anybody on the panel believe that the government has the opportunity, or I guess they, whoever they is, has the ability to control the weather?
Well, we do. That's like a known. We actually can. There's ways of doing it.
How so? Just curious.
I don't know this, like there, but there's actual. We actually can. Like there's, it's called like cloud something or other. We were able to make it rain and stuff like that. As far as using it as a weapon or something like that I don't know. But I'm pretty confident that I've heard actual science behind that they can do.
Yeah, it's like creating like actual vapors or pressure in the sky that will manipulate. But it's not gonna. I don't think we have the ability to like cause like tornadoes.
I'm not saying that. And this is like what I'm saying is not conspiratorial. Like this is actually real thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As far as this chemtrail thing, I am not a believer in any of that personally.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, it already happens, right? So when you some farms use planes to spray fertilizer. Now they're pretty low to the ground, obviously, because you want to be able to get a better radius, and with being so high up in the air, you're not going to get the direct hit that you need or the right percentage. So yeah, they do, technically speaking, chemtrails already exist if you think about with fertilizers, stuff like that.
So this article,
it's called cloud seeding. That's what it's called.
Okay, so this article here, just a quick overview from Grok says the article highlights real declassified 1965 CIA files on U.S. weather modification research, including Project Popeye in Vietnam, which used silver and lead iodine for cloud seeding to extend monsoons. These programs existed historically. This says the poisoning the sky spin and claims of secret ongoing CIA chemtrail ops for population control is pure speculation from conspiracy sources like Geoengineering Watch. It says there's no solid evidence supports active large-scale toxin sprays today.
Yes.
So persistent trails are normal contrails, water and vapor ice crystals, and they said the Daily Mail usually amps up drama for clicks. I guess my thing, I read that and I just go like, well, then what am I looking at in the sky? And where are those planes going? And why are they all over the sky in zigzag patterns, right? What exactly is that? Like they look very much in a pattern. Are these just planes just flying over for no reason? Where are the planes going? What are they doing?
We should just go up there and ask them.
Yeah, I wish we could.
Good point.
Yes. Yeah. Do you guys have any thoughts on this idea? Are we getting poisoned by this? Here's another question. Do chemtrails exist in any other country? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that we've done things to other countries by doing. Yeah, I'm sure we've
absolutely.
We've dropped all sorts of chemicals.
Yeah, I believe they do that for mosquitoes, just insect control in other countries and stuff like that. Yeah.
Razorbeam says Craig needs to get on the Y-Files. I love the Y-Files. It's a great show. It's a great show. I don't know. I go back to like this tweet here. It says no solid evidence. What about the fact that we can see it with our own freaking eyes? What about the soil samples that are loaded with heavy metals? What about the fact that we know the tech exists and we have leaders that are clearly evil to actually use it? Right?
What would be their motivation for that?
Yeah, good question.
There's two things. What is their motivation? And then how do you get people like pilots to knowingly kill people and not tell anything about it, especially for a book deal?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of questions like that when it comes to things that have happened over time.
They should have hired the other other chick. She clearly wants to kill
Yeah.
people for a book
Yeah,
deal.
she
yeah.
could have written a book for
Pilot.
them. There you
Another
go.
book.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Damn, she's in jail.
She's
Teach
in
her how
jail.
to fly a plane.
So
nothing
to
else
answer
to
your
do.
question, to answer your question, Phoenix, about like why you have pilots going up there or whatever for a book deal or whatever, they could potentially be paid more than what a book would offer. They could have threats of death to their family and or extended family, them,
They
or
could
whatever.
just be doing it themselves. It's not hard to get a pilot's license, honestly.
I
Especially
don't
if you're just
know,
doing like a,
Or
like a
if they
single
don't
engine.
even know what it is.
How
they just
hard
like to
it-
go do this.
During the
True.
lockdown, people voluntarily lock themselves away.
Yeah.
You don't need conspiracies, guys. They can just tell people, lock yourself away. Fear, fear, fear will make you do that. You don't need to kill
True.
people. You don't need to go through all these shadowy meetings, and you don't need to do it. You could just do that. Like every conspiracy is y'all thinking way too hard. Comes down to usually money and greed and fear tactics, and every single time that will win. You don't need to point to the shadowy man. You can just point to this corporate guy right there, and just plainly right there in most of these situations.
But I think that's what people are doing. They're pointing to not the shadowy man, but the man of the government, saying like, "Hey, why are you guys doing this?" Right? And maybe the answer is very simple. Maybe if let's just say hypothetically this does exist. I'm not saying it does or it doesn't. I'm just saying it's kind of odd, right? Maybe the answer is that simple, right? We talk about
It's called cloud seeding, and
Yes.
it uses ionized silver nitrate to pull heat from the surrounding air. Put this on Wii. For some reason, YouTube blocked me from sending this.
it's interesting. Thank you
How
so
much
much.
is that for?
$25 for the Wii from Catalystia. Thank you very
Scared
much.
the crap out of me.
No, but maybe it's as simple as just keeping people sick, right? And maybe it's a big pharma thing. I don't know.
You
I
can
don't
do
already
that
do
in
that.
such other way, like so many other
know.
ways, though.
We're already doing it. It's
Yeah.
a fast food culture. You had the health pyramid as the worst possible
Yes.
thing you could ever have. That's what I'm saying. You all are thinking too hard. You put your little pyramid out there and say, eat tons of bread, everybody, and there you go.
Stop yelling at us, Phoenix.
It's really easy. Listen, here's the problem with
We
every
can do it.
conspiracy. Here's the problem with every conspiracy. Guys, I think we can all admit the government are a bunch of idiots. Have they, especially if you're on the right, you just think the government are incompetent idiots. But then at the same time, you're all saying they're these clever masterminds that can do like all there's 50,000 steps to that we can hide this secret. No, they're idiots. They look at USAID. It was right there. It was right there in plain sight. Just no one was looking. That's all that it is. It's not this big conspiracy. We're going to put chemtrails and then get people sick, and then that will do this and this. Honestly, guys, it just comes down to like pharma. Hey, the great thing about big pharma is that we make a lot of money off of pushing pills. You don't need to get people sick. You can just push medication. You can just follow that money. And no one has to go to prison for that.
Romer
No one
says,
has to die.
Romer says, I know a doctor who worked in the U.S. Air Force for 30 years. He admits they're spraying the sky with arsenic and barium. They're also planning to spray Canada with COVID vax, according to McMaster Uni, Bill Gates funded.
Are they admitting, or are they themselves like thinking it's a conspiracy? Like just because they're on the inside doesn't
Right.
make them not crazy. You know what I mean?
BC Wolf says, contrails are produced by any plane flying high enough, caused by the pressure change of the air across the wing, forcing the moisture in the air to condense. And BC Wolf has looks like he's in the service, so I'm going to trust BC Wolf right there.
I also had those thoughts too, because I was like, I was probably just doing like weird plane shit.
Weird place.
talk.
Extreme.
Stu says 45,000 flights a day average in the U.S.
Now, you want a conspiracy theory? Here's one. Have you ever went to your local cemetery? Have you noticed that it hasn't expanded in your entire lifetime? Where is everyone being buried? That's what I want to know. Why aren't the cemeteries getting bigger? They're not.
Well,
I don't know why.
I actually
They're
have
not.
They put them on top
response
of
to
each
that.
other. They rotate them.
I think we're eating people. That's what
We
I
are.
think.
You're right. Soylent Green is people, everyone. We did it. We did it.
We're
We
all
made it,
becoming
guys.
Impossible Burgers.
We did it.
Dr. Tia's King says cloud seeding has been a thing since the Vietnam War, and that's what we know about it. It's silver particulates to force rain. In 2024 had Dubai being flooded due to them being using it before soccer event. Xbox. Thank you, Dr. T. S. King. Was says it must be read out loud. Well, go ahead. What do we got here? Labs.
Oh, hang on. Let me go and find them real fast. So Wasp for 10 says, this is crazy that gets triggered by StreamYards and YouTube. We made a bat bomb in World War II as an alternative to the atom bomb. It was a cylinder that held thousands of bats with napalm strapped to them so they could burn the homes they roast in.
Bats? Bats? This bats?
That sounds awesome.
Batman bats?
That is correct.
That's crazy. Let's see. BC Wolf says Phoenix cemeteries aren't bigger because it became popular to get cremated for some reason.
Or we're eating people. Really? If you think
Really? Come on, guys.
Good argument, Phoenix.
Jet A has a fuel additive called Prist that you add to keep ice from forming in the combustion chamber since it's a low pressure area where ice likes to form.
How much do you love that our entire audience knows so much about physics and science of like jet
good.
propulsion? I think this
It's
is
really
fantastic.
cool.
I love it. So
Yeah,
much.
yeah, it's amazing.
We do have the smartest audience.
We do.
on the internet.
I love being a streamer because I'm so fucking dumb, and then people on the internet just tell me really cool things all the time, and I'm like, wow, you guys, I come here for you.
Yes.
You enlighten me.
We have this from Welder. Zach says, Phoenix, you're acting like MK Ultra, the Tuskegee experiments and other stuff didn't happen.
So MK Ultra happened. The Tuskegee experiments absolutely happened. It's well documented, and you could actually, I mean, it was even admitted to.
Axbearer Care says, I had rice, eggs, and marinara sauce for lunch. Also, 5 for the Wii, please. What a weird
I had a sandwich for breakfast.
Sandwich.
no doubt you did.
Was it a
weird
fentanyl
combo.
sandwich?
No, that was yesterday's.
Oh. Wasn't a
Ethereal
block.
Warrior came in and says the atmospheric aerosol injection and has been proven to have heavy metals. Also, look at the Manhattan Project and stealth tech. On some days, they go in a grid pattern and has nothing to do with how flight paths.
Now, look, if you said to me they're using certain chemical because it's cheaper to do and they don't give a shit about the health of the people below, I 100% agree with you. Like, sure,
I would
cut corners,
believe that.
yeah, totally.
Light Ferret says you want to look up stratospheric aerosol injections. If you look for chemtrails, they will deny it because that's not the correct term.
Interesting.
Does anyone ever want to try bananas and rice?
I love that segue. Oh, crap.
But
What are we doing here, Blaz? We're talking about chemtrails, and you just
I like
decided
watching cute videos of foxes wearing baseball hats. Back to chemtrails.
I mean, I was reading the chat and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to try that too.
Labs is having her own show in her head, and I love it.
She often is. She often is. You missed the big balloon escapade yesterday.
Okay.
what the hell are we doing here?
I just thought I should ask. No, doesn't that? Don't you
We're
want to try
living,
bananas?
Craig. We're living.
I wish that came up during the couple death there that we're talking about.
Right, so
I like
nowhere.
bananas and rice.
This is like this is my impersonation of Blabs. Just stopping the show at any time.
I mean, we were reading super chats, so it wasn't like I derailed during an actual topic.
No, we are actually literally in the middle of a topic, Blabs.
No, there's a super chats part of it. I
Yes,
waited till
all
the end
related-
of it because I know you clipped that video.
All related to the topic that we were discussing. You're just
But I
continuing the
thought,
segment.
Listen. People in the chat were talking about rice and bananas. I was like, yeah, actually.
I love
Never
it.
change.
Labs
Never
never
change.
fucking change. Ever. Please.
change.
Chat, you guys just keep talking about your rice and bananas. And by you guys, I mean
God.
like the one person who mentioned rice and bananas, and Blabs was like, well, the chat was buzzing about it. I gotta bring it up.
No, that one person is still very much part of the chat. Thank
I
you.
very
they're
much
valid.
agree. They become a bigger part of the show now. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Got you, bro.
That's good. All right. DJ says, I'm sorry, but every time I see a trail in the sky in a day or two, we have a spit ton of rain. We never had Xbox.
I'm
What
gonna
is
keep
it
that
set
in mind.
for?
I'm gonna look for the patterns. One day I'll
yeah.
notice.
They're there. Yep.
Who was that for?
$4.99 for the Wii.
I'm guessing
Wii,
that's
okay.
the Wii, yeah. We have Vexner says, lightly pushback on Phoenix. The Epstein files and unclassified FBI docs, like the Finders, see Jimvid on this, and government patent buyouts buyouts show highly coordinated and intelligent approach to control. Some idiots in government and TV media doesn't negate this. Vexner, thank you very much for that. Listen, I think, Phoenix, to your point, Vexner, we're going to get you on the wall. I think that there are
Thank you, Vex.
a lot of idiots in government. We've known that. These are just dum-dums. But I do think there's also some really freaking smart dudes who have a lot of technology. Like, do I think that we have cars that can function without gas, engines and all? 1,000%. Could we?
I mean, yeah, there was that one guy that built the car that ran on water, and
Sure.
he went bye-bye.
Yes, exactly. And we know that everything that we get from a civilian standpoint has been available to the government for 10 to 20 years, right?
Sure.
We all understand this. They get the first dibs on everything. So, I think that we are so behind on what's happening in our government. And yeah, there are a lot of dum-dums, a lot of stupid idiots, but I do think that there are some really, really smart people and those are the smart people that are bringing this technology to the forefront here, because I do think that there's evil people in our government. I really do. Evil, gross people.
Yeah, like on an expansion of that, it's kind of almost like, obviously every person that wants to be like an inventor or contribute something to the betterment of society, like, they want to do that. But me as a person and thinking the way that I think, it's definitely a bit paranoid, but like it would make me scared to try to do something like that, because like, what if you do come up with something revolutionary or significant, and then you get a knock at your door one day?
Yep.
Or all your shit's gone.
Or you just have a sandwich and you end up dying.
Yeah, or you get a block of fentanyl willingly.
Block.
Yep.
A block.
Consensually.
I don't know. I used to work with I used to work at a research facility, so I work with scientists firsthand. And the one thing about researchers and scientists is they love attention. They love fame. They don't give a fuck about money. They don't care. These people weren't.
They do it for the love of the game.
It's literally just so their picture is taken, and they get into paper or they get that award, and that's all they want.
All about
just
that ego.
Published paper. Yeah, it's all about the ego. 110%.
Anthony says cloud seeding is a thing. It is chems that increase the chance of rain. $10 for the Wii because it can play GameCube games too. All right, there's 10 for the Wii.
That is true.
Thank you, Anthony. Commodore fan says for the Wii, as the Xbox was an underpowered, expensive premium Pentium 3 rat of a system that made you pay to play online, unlike PC or Wii. F scummy Microsoft. Steam for Linux for the real win.
Do you remember how cool it was on the Xbox that you could load up your own music onto it? Like that was a big thing because it had a hard drive, and then you could play games and then have your own soundtrack. Oh, that was
cool. Yes.
I'm waiting for my ex-husband to pop in with $1,000 rant. It's like
$1,000
on the Xbox in your face, Phoenix.
Damn it.
Commodore fan says, I know y'all are somewhat joking, but I got a friend in the funerals business, and he's seen a downturn in people long-term planning funerals and going for options like cremations because of the cost for the week.
My grandparents are actually doing the same thing. I learned recently, because not only the cost, but a lot of people are now, a lot of families, they live far away, like far away from each other, whatever, etc. But they are doing it for the cost, but also because they feel like a service or being buried somewhere would be like a burden on the family, and all of that preparation and money and time and everything.
Yeah.
See, I've spent a lot of time in cemeteries, like a lot of times. Tiny,
Are you the one eating the people? What's going on?
Just digging them up looking for a chicken leg or something? Weird.
Tiny knows some of the people I've dated. I don't think that this would be a shocker for you, right, Tiny? No? Okay. So I've spent a lot of time in cemeteries. And one of the things while I was there, I'm like, while she's doing whatever weird shit she needs to do, I'm looking at that headstone, and I'm counting, and I'm going, there ain't an increase in tombs here. I'm telling you, something's going on here. So naturally,
pulls out his logbook.
Yeah. Naturally, I'm going, my dog, I think we're eating people. I don't know. I don't know where it is.
They haven't
no
updated the
expansion.
textures yet in the simulation. They have to
Exactly.
They have to remap. They have to UV map.
Telling you.
Hyena Fur came in and says, contrails are created by ice crystals forming around condensation nuclei created from engine combustion.
I loved it. I love our audience so
This is
much.
great, man. Sabadabadoo says, I love the thought of the U.S. government having a Cobra-style weather dominator. Xbox. There you go, 10 for the Xbox right there. Bike Shorts says, everyone is so cool and smart. And then there's me, a middle-aged gooner. Thank you, Bike Shorts. Toger for 50 says, no hate on the Wii, but Xbox is classic. It was my second console, my last gift from my favorite grandmother. Wow.
Ooh, a nice memory.
Toger, that's a really nice memory, except for your other grandmother who now knows that you didn't like her.
Yep.
It's really
Get
messed up.
fucked.
Sorry, Grandmama. You win with video game consoles. Congratulations, Toger. I think let's get you on the wall. Boss, why don't you get the rest of these real quick while I get Vexner and Toger on the wall, please.
Right, so actually, let me grab another one from Wasp on Rumble, because again, was rejected. The deadliest bombing run on Japan was the fire bombing of Tokyo. It killed more people than the atom bomb did. The bat bomb was theorized to be 3 times as deadly. Bats strapped with jungle jelly are scary, and that was for $10. The more you know. Thanks very much. I want to point out that Nico Ortiz rated on Rumble. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Nico, thank you.
They have banana pudding and rice pudding. Why not put them together? Oh, I do like banana. Actually, I made a sticky note, guys, that I'm gonna make banana bread later. I made that like 2 hours ago.
Did
too.
you need a
That's so
sticky note for that?
You're my
You
absolute
remembered.
fucking
Yeah,
favorite.
no, Flabs
Oh
is my
my
favorite
god,
person
you're
ever.
my fucking favorite.
Yeah.
I love
Pickle,
you so
you-
much.
We love Flabs so much.
Today, I've been so busy though. I'm like, I can't forget to make banana bread today.
I love Pickle. You asked the right question. You needed a sticky note to remember to make banana bread.
Yeah.
Not the ingredients, just the fact
I
that she
have all
wanted
the
to make it.
ingredients.
But the fact that she told us about it, I think, is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, because clearly she'll remember.
There's a sticky note that says, tell everyone about the sticky note.
right on top of it.
So here's the thing. Actually, I was going to do this before work today, but I only got home like an hour or so before we went live. I was like, and I was checking my recipe. I'm like, shit, it needs to bake for 55 minutes. So I won't actually have the time to do it. So that's why I made this.
I love you so
Imagine
much.
she gets up, she goes, be right back, guys, my banana
I
bread.
love it all so much.
burning.
So anyway,
See what happened was.
Yeah.
there's a reason, okay?
There sure is.
We
Flabs.
know.
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, pivot. Parker vacuum pretends.
This is my favorite day of my entire life.
Anyway, those Wii Golf Family Day Tournament. Thanks. I think that's for 10 for the Wii. I cried a little bit. Anyway, those drop out for 10. When I die, my request is to weekend at Bernie's Meet to the Zoo and drop me in the tiger enclosure. Circle of life right there.
Dexter has a really good question in the chat. Why not just make an alarm on your phone or something?
I don't like alarms on my phone.
No, I'm with Blabs. I'm still a pen and paper girl.
Cause like, I'll forget too until the alarm goes off, and then I didn't plan properly. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then you get
"Shit."
pissed off. I put things in my calendar and I turn off the notification for it, like in my phone on
Exactly.
my
I don't
calendar,
have
because I don't
any
like getting
notifications
notifications for it. But then I forget to check my calendar, so it was almost pointless anyway.
I just hope you have a post that says, like, as soon as you wake up, it's like, get dressed and eat.
No,
Remember to breathe.
no,
Yeah,
I
remember to
didn't
breathe.
have like an alarm when I used to wake up really, really early. So it was like, wake the fuck up. It was like 4 in the morning type of ones. But yeah, no, now I just have an alarm that says, hello there.
Well, that's polite.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Thank
Hello
you.
there.
And it's the pure Gint music, so it's a nice little way to wake up.
Evil Mandrake came in with 5. Says it's not hard. It's not a hard conspiracy theory to make happen. Regulate chems in the fuel, and no one is any the wiser. Just look at that gas. Money for the Wii right there. Thank you, Evil Mandrake. Tetrathled? Yeah, I can't say that. It's way too advanced for me. Anthony came in with 10. Says, I am with Phoenix. Just saying the pink sludge and nuggets is not chicken. More for the Wii. Thank you, Anthony.
Ever see that pink sludge? Ooh.
Don't want
That
anything.
video.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
I want to play with it.
Oldie but goodie.
I mean, cremation is on the rise. There's a ton of corruption in funeral homes. They literally sell body parts for cash and lie to families. It's not. It's a big non-related business that's ghoulish. Ugh,
Chicken
gross.
nuggets, anybody?
Did you guys see that? Did you ever see that story of like that? I think they're a married couple that they purchased a funeral home and they were just stacking the bodies inside of the building and taking people's
Inside
money.
the building?
Yeah, they were just leaving them there inside the building, and this went on for like months, if not years.
Why?
This
Why
is a
not
big
burn
because
them?
they just took the money of the families. So it was like this big scam because they were supposed to. It was one of those things where you're supposed to turn into a tree.
It's weird because like you're supposed to hide the evidence for these scams, and they were just like, nah, just leave them there. No one.
It's
That's what I'm
crazy, right?
saying.
That they didn't get caught. It was crazy, right? That they didn't get caught for so long. Yeah, but then they finally got permits to go inside the building. The police,
Or someone's
right?
like, this tree doesn't smell like grandma. I'm going to go check.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they finally got in there, and there was just bodies everywhere.
Blabs, Stacy says Blabs is right. She got a life insurance on her kids too, so the sister got emergency custody. Yeesh. Some Ugly says, look at the statistics on divorce court. How long will the kids stay with that mom till the court even considers what a man says? No thanks. Also, Xbox. Thank you, Thumb. Vice says, my buddy's girlfriend of 20 years poisoned him slowly over a year with antifreeze in his soda. Didn't even arrest the woman, so I don't think attempted murder would help the guy in court.
Yeah, it's odorless and everything. The antifreeze thing, a lot of women have tried to use that on their
How do
families.
you know that? Why do you
It's on
know
all
that?
Well, because I've tried it a couple of times
'Cause I-
myself.
It doesn't taste too bad.
Blabs, the kids are with their father's sister. Courts usually don't give custody to the family of accused. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Tiny can select where this money goes. I'm guessing that's the Wii, huh?
That's the
Yeah,
weird
go
end.
to the way. Thank you.
Reese says, my modded Xbox with Xbox Media Center, now called Caddy, or Cody, was the reasons I started putting the dates on all those Screw Attack videos. Thank you, Reese. Appreciate that. Mighty Megatron for 5 says, my lasting knowledge I'll leave to the new generation chick. To you ladies, learn to wipe your butts. If you want us to sniff those pennies, just random thought. Kind of weird, Mighty Megatron, but thank you for that.
It's offering
Marmalade-
advice, I guess, for any of those who want to take it. And he's free to do so. Let's remind everybody of that. Okay?
Free advice.
Marmalin
That's
says the banana bread sticky note is right next to the sticky note that says "Remember to breathe." And don't forget to blink. She also used the yellow sticky note to match the color of bananas.
Well, I only have these anyway. I only have these. The purples are downstairs right now because I don't need them up here.
Bickle, you want that 10 to go on Wii or Xbox?
We
Okay. McLeod
Yeah.
says, so Memento was a documentary on Blab's life right there. Thank you, McLeod. Commodore Finn says, if you use Google Calendar, you can just set the reminder to go off ahead of time before the event, up to 24 hours before. That helped me. Thank you, Commodore Fan. And Jason says, I have stage 3 colon cancer, and I have paid for the oven visit and will be buried in my backyard. My son is teaching me how to play Xbox. I haven't played a game system since 2000. Money is on Xbox.
Aw.
Jason, you fight. You fight, my man. You fight and you live. You
Yeah,
live
yeah.
with
You
whatever
got
time
this.
you have left. You live, Jason. And thank you so much for spending some time with us, my man.
yeah, and
Appreciate
you play that Xbox.
You play the heck out of that Xbox.
Hell yeah.
Man, let's go, Jason. All right, Phoenix, let's give us an update real quick. What do we have on our battle between the Wii and the Xbox?
Let me just look at this Post-it note for a second. Oh, click this button. Got it. $466.91 for the Wii and $204.99 for the original Microsoft Xbox.
All right. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Listen, it's not that far. Not that far away. The Xbox could potentially make a last-second run. And finally, Tenarian says, cremation isn't popular here, so my town went from 1 to 3 cemeteries in my lifetime. 10 for the Wii. There you go,
Touche.
Tenarian. Thank you. All right. Let's go and move on. This is a story that popped off a couple days ago. We wanted to talk about this, but the collections of memes on this are spectacular. But first and foremost, we have a very in-depth conversation for you that Phoenix has a lot of questions about. And it all stems from the new Nvidia DLSS 5 AI-powered breakthrough in visual fidelity for games coming this fall. I read that directly off the tweet here. This is the tweet right here, and this is exactly what it does. If we can get a little visual representation of this, we absolutely will. You can see right here, it pops up. This is with it off, and the loading is not included.
Hopefully.
It'll help.
It helps with load times.
Yeah, definitely not. But there's a side-by-side nature to this. It was 1080p. That's the problem. Let's lower it to 270 just to see how fast it loads. It'll be good. But the idea is that it increases the lighting effects on whatever game that you're playing. And this has caused a tremendous conversation online.
Yeah, a lot.
In regards to this, maybe even bigger than the load times on this video here.
Maybe restart it.
Gosh,
Maybe.
dude.
Listen, I don't know what's going on here. I said I can't wait to get
I got to tell you, Craig, like X for me has been really slow today. I don't know if that's...
Same. I had the same experience this morning. It wouldn't update at all.
Well, here it is with it off, and there it is with it on. You can see it kind of perks everything up.
She looks like what Johnny Depp's ex there, doesn't he? Right there.
Amber Heard?
Yeah, a little bit.
Here is Resident Evil Requiem right here. You can see the, I guess, upscaling. We've seen upscale with AI videos. Blast, here's Hogwarts Legacy for you.
Yeah, it's creepy, dude.
Okay, so you can kind of
that one look. I don't know if I like that one. That one looked a bit.
The best example is that's supposed to be a 15-year-old kid right there.
I don't know if I like that one either.
That's not 15.
Okay. It does seem like it kind of over exemplifies in some areas.
It's aging everybody up if you think about it.
Guys, I don't think I like this.
Well, it looks older because it's adding more detail to the face. So any more detail, it'll look more and more older. Because just a flat palette, skin texture will look young.
Okay. So this has spurred a giant conversation online in regards to this. There we go. You kind of see the back and forth right. It's been a big conversation online. It is considered an AI breakthrough in visual fidelity for games, making games look even better than before. Now, Phoenix, you're the biggest AI critic on the show. You do not like AI at all.
I don't at all.
Now, with that said,
I do have a question.
We use AI on this show pretty
we do.
frequently, right?
Yeah.
And I'm of the mindset of, this is a tool. We're going to have to use it. It is here. It is literally not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some artistic questions about this, but we'll get to those in a second. But Phoenix, your big question about this, according to your tweet over here, was, well, I'll let you read it in your voice.
To be clear, I hate AI. I do. I hate it. But if the question is which image looks better, then the AI one wins, in my opinion. Does that mean I want AI in my games or literally anywhere else? No. Like, this is my question. My question is, as the guy that really dislikes AI, for me, I'm confused by everyone. Most people, at least in the kind of the gaming communities, it appears, maybe I'm wrong, would sell their own children for AI, right? Like they love it so much and they don't care about any of the ramifications that I've talked about, that other people have, that science fiction for decades has warned about. But here, that this is the moment where it's like, no, we don't want this. To me, this is why it confuses me. When I look at the image on the right, that is clearly a better image by leaps and bounds than the other one. So I'm just confused. I know which one I prefer. Honestly, I prefer the one on the left because that's what the art design called for, right? But that's me. I'm confused by everyone else. Everyone else, I would think, if I had to bet money, would look at the one on the right and go, that's the one I want. So can someone tell me why the one on the right is bad?
Because it's cool to hate AI, I think. It's just
okay.
Not liking Nickelback. Like, why do you hate Nickelback? I like their song. Like, they make good songs.
The only reason that my gut reaction was actually a bit like intense to it, because I guess like the conservative part of me for media makes me want to play the games like with the original graphics and stuff. There were some like moments where I noticed, at least in the video, where the AI did make some things look a bit uncanny valley. But that image though, you are absolutely correct. The one on the right does look better, you know.
I have a question. If they didn't say it was made by AI, would anyone care?
I don't know. I'm so confused by everyone's reaction. I don't even know how to answer that. I don't
But
know.
that's what I'm saying. Like going by like what you said, like it clearly looks so much better. Why would anyone complain about it?
But Tiny, a lot of people have been saying it doesn't look better. They say it looks kind of almost creepy looking or something like that. I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If nobody said that this was made by AI, would people still think that it was creepy or weird looking? Or are they just now biased because now it's cool to hate
If they
AI?
didn't say that it was made by AI, people probably would have accused it anyway, because that's like
That's the
popular thing to do.
I think we just need to hear from the chat or anyone that doesn't like the image quality. I think that's who I'd love to hear from.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of the biggest anti-AI guys we know is George, and George has popped off several times. He tweeted this out. Says, "I'll say this again: AI is the death of art. Why hire artists when you can generate assets on command? Why even have players? Why not put the controller down and have Alexa play the game for you? $70, please."
Good question.
Right here. And this has obviously spurred a conversation when it comes to this. You know, we've, hey, you want to see an AI image? We have one right here every single day. I've shown this to you this week. This is happening right here. Here's an AI image right there. Created
Really?
with AI.
That's not a photo?
I know. I went out and I tried to generate it. And you know how long it took me to generate? About 20 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And that is, you know, I could not make that. I can't. I tried, you know, and my stuff looks like a potato compared to that. I am not skilled enough to create that by myself. And I understand the sentiment. You know, your warnings of like, this is going to screw everything up.
Well, it's culture. Culture, it's the end of culture.
Well,
and there's no society in history, not one, where the death of culture ever turned into anything good. And then on top of that, you also have so you're saying right now is like, let's say a kid goes, they try to draw once and they go, well, I'm not good at that, AI. Like, but you can do it. You can apply this to everything, math, learning, a skill, and AI can do it. So like, we're just, fuck it, too hard. Let's not try to do anything.
We are like already seeing it in colleges, like obviously,
Sure.
like now that being implemented as a quote unquote learning tool, but you're not absorbing that information by plugging your professor's lectures into AI that then generate answers for your exam.
Well, you could go one step further and say dating is too hard. I'm shy. Well, I've got Neuralink and click.
Me.
Now I've got a virtual girlfriend for life, and that's all I need.
That's really funny for me to say as a VTuber. Actually, by the way, I just realized that I'm talking pixels.
But we like you, so that's different.
Well, thank you.
Right.
But anyway,
right.
all
It's
off
different.
topic, because on this, I'm siding with, I'm just, as a visual, I'm just looking at the visual and going, clearly better in my opinion. I would love to hear, I'm not trying to be right. I'd love to hear the opinion of why everyone dislikes this so much, but loves orgasms over everything else. Replace every artist, actor, get rid of everything. Fuck art. We don't want anything made by people anymore. I want it all to be machines, but not this.
I've never heard anyone say that.
Oh,
Is
well,
that a
this
thing?
community for shit, sure. You should hear the
Really?
comments I get. Holy shit.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, yeah. It's like, get fucked. Yeah.
What's the argument of getting rid of people to do artwork?
It's very simple. It's the common argument, and Craig, just stop us if we're going on a tangent.
I'm sorry.
The common argument is, which makes me the most upset, is, well, Hollywood screwed up so badly, so now they deserve this, instead of the right thing to do, in my opinion, which is, no, you need to find your own culture now and let's produce our own culture. That's what you're supposed to do, not, well, give it to the machines now. It's like they never want to actually do anything on their own. It's just like, well, give it to the machines. Like, dude, do you know what? Even fuck artist pretentious shit. You're now giving it to a corporation. Eventually, these are all owned by something, by someone, and you can very easily inject any agenda into that. Look at how most of the AI services, when you talk to them, have a woke agenda behind it. Well, you misgendered this. You can't say blah, blah, blah. So you're going to give your entertainment now to a machine? So, that seems to be the thing. It's very angry and aggressive towards the powers that be that have screwed up the things that they love. So they're happy to see it being taken over the other way. But it's like, that's the wrong fight, in my opinion.
Okay.
All right, let's get to some of these memes because
Yes, Blabs is my favorite, by the way.
Thank you. I worked hard
That was the
on
best
it.
one.
the memes for the DLSS 5 have been awesome. This is the original picture that they put out, kind of a side by side of this off and on. But Kick started the trend over here with the off and on. You have pretty outstanding. What's that guy's name again? The guy on the right.
XQC.
Yeah, Chet. Yeah, right. This is pretty great. Haggard for the PlayStation 1 over here.
Hagrid lives on.
Oh,
Got
no.
Which PS1 Harry Potter character are you today?
Pretty awesome. This is a fairly controversial one on Half-Life of all things. We have off and on over here. Oh boy,
Wow.
Oh my.
got pretty ugly right there. We have the frog over here. He's gonna get upscaled over. This is turning it off. There's Pepe right there, and he looks pretty.
He looks
kinda
like a
great.
frog.
Yeah,
Frog. Wearing clothes. Look how cute.
I agree. Very, very cute over here. We have this before and after, some off and on right here. Pretty nice, going total Giga Chad, which is great. Now we also have Shrek has been hit with off.
Oh no.
and
Oh,
on.
no.
That if you were to turn it on, looks like a Hulk. pretty good stuff. This was pointed out by Blabs earlier that this is supposed to be a 15-year-old student.
Yeah.
And he does look like he's 28 years old.
Yeah.
So, some of the that right there. Also not immune. Street Fighter also got in on this. Would you like to see this is with it turned off, and here is with it turned on.
Alexa,
Accurate,
turn
accurate.
on DLSS 5.
See,
That's so
5 is
good.
better. 5
Yeah,
is better.
so good.
Totally transformative right
Goodness gracious. Who would argue this?
there. Pretty outstanding. This is the most shocking version here with the DLSS 5 off. And then on right here to the left and to the right. Blast.
Yeah.
I'll be here all day.
That's the best one.
That's right. We have all sorts of characters being
That's
affected.
me.
Aw, cute.
Cute.
So cute. Don't mock me.
And we have another example, potentially from The Last of Us over here. This is with it turned off, and now with it turned on. It has, which is great. Also have just a simple observation from RPG Enjoyer over on X is that how games are going to look in 2 years if you turn DLSS off.
And I kind of agree.
Just totally
Oh my
downscaled.
god, no.
It's going to be Minecraft for everyone.
That's right. And probably the most glaring one is the side-by-side right here of DLSS off to the left and with on. So there we go.
I love potatoes. This is offensive.
Well, everything will be potato mode if you don't have it on from here on out. So that's how all of your games will look moving ahead. So we'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Will this totally change video games? And honestly, do you care for your graphics to look that good? Because I don't. I don't think graphics are that important when it comes to games.
I'm not a graphic supremacist in that way. Like I like for the game to look as it was intended.
And please, someone
Personally.
answer my question. I'm not good without knowing answers. So
One more
just
time.
please.
What was your question
give it
again?
one more time.
So my just question is most people, everyone I've seen, all right, let me reword. If you dislike the DSLS 5, whatever that's called, image, can you please say why? Especially if in other areas you like AI. This is not a gotcha question. I'm just legit. I don't understand why I'm defending it. That's what
you
I'm- I don't
want us
understand.
to answer so you can better understand your.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's getting angry at himself and he doesn't like it and he needs justification.
So
Damn it.
all this thing is doing, from my understanding, because they also did a press event a few days later or something like that. I think they were one of the guys behind Nvidia was saying that it's not changing the geometry, right? That was one of the big complaints, was that they're changing the architecture of the artwork. But it turns out apparently it's not, according to them. And that the game developers would have the tools to modify this how they want it. It's not like it's a filter that just goes on and you have no say in it. It's a filter that the art team has control over. So I'm just curious why this particular thing is making people upset, but AI everywhere else is not only like, okay, it is celebrated. That's I just am
Also,
curious.
this isn't stopping other like developers from making independent video games where art is art, right?
Well, I
Using
think the
real
idea is that
artists.
this can be, and I don't know it, don't quote me here, but I think the idea is that you'd have the option to turn this thing on
Yes.
Oh, on
even
the
if
actual
you-
console.
on the PC or whatever that you have this on.
okay.
And so without your, as a development team's okay of that, from my understanding.
So if you have that, if you're the one that holds that power, what's the problem?
Because the idea is that, let's say you made a game and you're against AI. Let's just say, just to make this an easy example. From my understanding, don't quote me, that when I play your game, I could turn this ability on, even though you don't want me to turn that on, and it changes the look of your game.
I have
This
a
is
lot
like,
of.
think of it almost like it's not a filter, but just think of it like a filter.
Well, let's get some of the thoughts from the audience.
explain this later.
because they have a lot here. You guys, normal men, have a lot to say about this right here. So let's get to some of this. Commodore fan says the thing about the DLSS5 demos is that they use two Nvidia RTX
for now.
5090s with 32 gigabytes VRAM. Each just have to be able to do it. No one realistically can afford that, or
That's
even
for now.
use if they can, as Nvidia killed SLI long ago. Thank you very much, Commodore fan. BC Wolf says it's using two 5080s to produce these results, and they aren't producing enough of an upscale to be worth that squeeze. That and Uncanny Valley for some of those results. Game Hunter came in with 10. Says, I heard about the Utah woman from a VTuber, Mr. Ballin's vid. Stupid killer, so greedy they try to profit, murder twice. Hearing Craig say Utah woman and dead husband, I yelled, no, at work. Money on the Wii. That's 10 for the Wii right there. Right there. Game Hunter, thank you very much. Chibi says, AI filters change the intended art direction used in the games, affects the perception and mood. Also, don't know about the consistency of the graphics. Thank you, Chibi.
Okay.
Laguna Cloud says, I'm an AI hater, but to be productive, what you're talking about is the economic principle of incentives. Why learn skills when it's easier to X? Jonathan Blow had a great talk about the loss of skill. Who Jonathan Blow is? Phoenix's.
I love him. Yeah,
yes. Man crush. Welder says, no one cares about that. Cares that their fork wasn't blacksmith.
Who is this guy?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
As I complete my 30-second trip around the sun today, I would like to give this to the Wii. As 19 years ago to this day, I went on its internet browser, discovered angry Nintendo nerd, game trailers, and yes, Screw Attack. Shout out to my G1 homies.
Wow. That is Edgewood with a hard 11 right there. Edgewood came in with a $111 direct donation on
Happy
his
birthday.
32nd birthday here. Edgewood, thank you so much for triggering Crazy Ernie in the background here. And the Wii helped him discover, yes, even Screw Attack and me back in the day, 19 years ago. Thank you very much, Edgewood. Thanks for going up with me. And
Happy birthday.
19
Thank
years
you.
ago, he
Thank
would have
you.
been 13 years old. I'm just turned into dust. Thank you, Edgewood. Appreciate that. Not to be outdone, GME with a $100 super chat. It's as much as I like Mega Man Collection disc, bootleg Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King on Xbox, Wii wins hand down. Iwata gave us something great. And as such, much live and win. Gay Station 2, you're next to go down. Wow.
Attaboy.
That'd be quite the upset right there. All right. I got to get GME and I got to get Edward on the wall here, Blaz. Why
Thank
don't
you, guys.
read off some of these? That's ridiculous.
Okie dokies. All right. Whis for 5 says, speaking of, Nick Shirley has a new video talking about California, his spice fraud. We for my younger siblings. That's 5 for the we.
Hospice fraud, Blabs?
Oh, it says
It is hispis.
Hispis.
It's for fuck's sakes, Craig, don't try to think I can't read. It's you. Zenik.
Yes.
Zenik for a czar 35. Hang on. Let me do the currency exchange. Actually, no, we don't need to. We don't have to worry about that one. Okay. It just looks like a high pass filter was put over everything.
Okay.
Crumbs for 10 says, in my city in the 90s, we had one cemetery expanding too much. People accused them of being land pirates because people's homes and businesses were getting eminent domain. Put my money on the Wii. That's 10 for the Wii right there.
Wow, okay.
No people eating in that city.
Yeah. I guess they're all starving.
Go there.
Star for 10 says, a bit of delayed response because my service at work is terrible. I honestly don't care if my grandmother knows I don't like her. She's a Democrat that was openly racist until Obama ran for her party and abandoned my mother to the foster system. She can kick dirt. More on the Xbox. That's
Well,
10 for the
best
Xbox.
comment ever.
Yeah,
I'm
probably the
timestamping
greatest.
that one.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that
Torger,
one.
thank you so much. That's
Love that.
wonderful.
Toad for 10 says, AI will not get rid of artists. It's a new tool to produce better art. If you have a bad artist, you will produce slop. In other cases, Skybrows and Leaflet using in culture to make a statement. Phoenix, go ahead.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I always love the word tool. Like a hammer can build a house, furnish it, populate it, you name it, but I guess it's a tool.
Like
Next.
Phoenix is a tool.
That is correct. That is correct.
All right, keep it going there.
Ignatiuson for 10 says, calculators, math, spell check, spelling, Google, smartphones, information retention, AI, critical thinking, and creativity. There's a conspiracy theory for you.
Ooh.
Max for 10 says, DLSS 5, I don't mind. One thing to take into account is they were over-exaggerating it to demo, but devs are able to control it. If game is created with this in mind, is the artist's vision still lost? Money for Xbox. That's 10 for Xbox. The Wii was the first console that got me into modding. Just think about the homebrew channel theme fills with me with deep nostalgia. 10 for the Wii. Thank you very
Yeah, that
much.
was great.
I'm trying to hit up the bigger ones right now. The real Alazem for 10 says DLSS 5 image does not look better, Phoenix. It actually looks way worse and changes it to no longer what the artist intended. That is why nobody likes it. Also, all AI sucks.
Okay, but right, so that doesn't. Yes, I'm with you, but I need to hear from the people who love AI. But this is where it's too far. I'm with you.
Well, DB Wild came in on Rumble for 10, which, by the way, he's been putting out pretty funny memes on Twitter. Y'all seen a ton of my AI crap, but few have seen my original artwork. I've been a pen, paper, and digital artist for years, but celebrate characters and people they recognize, even if done in AI. Continued for another $10. He says, even when I use the AI to spiffy up my OG stuff, people don't seem to care, so I do characters that people know in AI. Thank you for that one. Dan for Canadian 10 says, I'm an artist. I don't use AI. Looking at the image side by side, sure, the AI version has so much detail. At the end of the day, I don't care about my graphics card captures the game filter looks. Thank you. Brave for 5 says, Blabs, it's Women's with a Wise History Month. In this house, it's her spice. Also, $5 for Xbox because Halo. That's 5 for Xbox. Hippie Tree Hugger for 5 says, I hate it because both AMD and Nvidia aren't making better cards. They just rely on AI and fake frames to show fake performance. I don't care, so don't... Oh, it's a product, so I don't care. To each their own. Thank you. Crumbs for 1 says, I don't care if AI can make it look better. I want to know an artist made a decision to make it look how it does. It's the intentionality that matters. And then Wiss sent an essay for 5. He says, Hollywood can throw away hundreds of millions with government deals, and paying them by watching shitty movies doesn't solve anything. Being disingenuous and misframing our argument doesn't solve anything either. Hollywood controls movie culture. Complaining about what a generic plebeian like me thinks about them won't change that. Watch a nerdrotic video or something. You're combining like 7 arguments together.
Thank you, Wes.
No, I'm not.
That was from Wiz. Thank you very much. And then Diddly Doodler for 5.
Oh.
The Diddly Doodler. I don't like
that.
it because game designers will put even less efforts into games. Counter to George's point is that a vast majority of artists deserve to be destitute. Xbox for my money. That's 5 for Xbox. And then the art school dropout just came in on Rumble for 10, says, so something I've been feeling is with tech like this, it lowers the bar of entry into studios and such. Bringing on less quality artists onto projects also opens the door for ideologues. That's a good point. And we're caught up for now.
All right, excellent. Let's go and move on to this next little bit. Oh, before we do though, Phoenix, let's get an update because this I feel like this is turned into a blowout real quick.
Yeah. Yes, it is. $722.90
good.
for the
my.
Nintendo Wii and $234.99 for the original Microsoft Xbox.
Wow. Thank you, Phoenix. This looks like it's going to be an absolute blowout unless somebody comes in and drops a bomb here, a nuclear bomb. But it looks like the Wii is going to be moving on. All right. Have you guys seen the hottest game in video games today?
Crimson Desert?
No. Much simpler. In this game, I don't think you can beat up women terrorists. This is a game that is all about working at a Blockbuster.
Oh, yes.
Check this out. This is called Retro Rewind, a video store simulator. And as you go, you go and you check in and you get VHS tapes. You pop them in the Rewind. You Be Kind Rewind. You check them out. Rent out VHS tapes over here. Charge late fees and broken fees, and you can upgrade. And
I gotta
customize
play
your store.
this.
This sounds
I wish it was in
wonderful.
VR. It needs to be in VR.
Yeah. This sounds
VR experience
fun.
right here. Well, we talk about nostalgia all the time. You see, this is 10.5 million views on it. This game is totally going viral.
Yeah, nostalgia is a drug.
Nostalgia is a powerful drug here. And people are all about what's being thrown down out here with this game. If only we could see it played. But this is one of those things that I don't know. Like there are all sorts of simulator games, and this is one of those that when you look at the idea of working in a video store. I've known several people who have worked in video stores over their life, and they all hated it. But now,
sure.
Supermarket Simulator was pretty popular for a while.
Yeah, I have it. I got a computer just for it.
No way.
There's like a laundromat simulator.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the idea here is that you actually go in and you create your own simulator. This is actually gameplay from Z1 Gaming over on YouTube. Maybe I can pull up and share this. But you go in and there's a reservation system, and it's exactly what you'd expect. I guess my thought is this is totally nostalgia driven, as we all know, right? And we talk about how great physical media is, but it is. What do you think is driving the success of this? Is it nostalgia driven?
Yes.
Or
It's nostalgia driven, and it's cool to be retro.
Yes,
like it's
bingo.
Just, yeah,
Yeah, I definitely think it's nostalgia driven, but also like simulator games are just popular in general. I love simulator games.
Yeah.
So the fact that it has like the added little, the little sprinkle of like, here's something that you can simulate that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's also it's building. Yeah, like people like that. It's like they get to build their own store. It's my wallpaper color, stuff like that. It's all the fun stuff about the game, building your character and stuff, and that's it.
And I think a lot of these simulator games got popular because of streamers, because these kind of games are great to keep talking with your chat, because it's you're not constantly fighting something where you have to be, zeroed in on it. You can have a conversation, play that. It's also really good for people that are maybe not non-gamers per se, they don't play the action games. These are almost filed under a cozy kind of game almost. So I think there's a lot of reasons why you're seeing these become popular on top of the nostalgia.
Well, the general thought here is hey, why doesn't Blockbuster or video stores make a comeback? There obviously appears to be a demand on this.
I don't think it's realistic.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, there was actually some data that was coming out that the younger generation is actually. This was the first year where physical media died the least, meaning that the idea is that there's starting to be, due to all the subscription costs and everything, like your Netflixes, your Hulus and all that stuff, that people, especially in this economy, can't pay for all that. And there's this idea of, I don't want to, I do want to rather own things. I don't want to own literally nothing. And so you're starting to see a little bit of that community You might see in the next 5-10 years. You might
Yeah,
see
but I
this.
don't see it being long lasting. Not
No.
definitely not worth it enough for Blockbuster to fucking come back.
No, you'll
you
see
know?
small. You'll see town. You'll
Like a
see
pop-up.
local mom and pop.
Yeah, a
I
little
have
pop-up
I
would be
have
nice.
one. I have one left in like a town over. One
That's
left.
pretty cool.
One
yeah,
what?
and it
One
like the
Blockbuster?
video. No. Like
Oh.
a mom and pop video, like movie store. And
that's
there's only
cool.
one. It's been there for like 30 years. I think the same people are keeping it alive. And hold on, my cat is being a menace.
Tiny, there is one Blockbuster. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
Yeah,
in
there's
Bend,
one
Oregon.
left.
Where?
Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. Now, there is also a pop-up Blockbuster. That,
There you go.
that pop. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Check this out right here. This is pretty fun.
All right, we got new stickers. Look at that beauty.
Oh, that is
And
an
then,
empty Blockbuster.
don't be sorry, you're fine.
Yeah. It's certainly not a real Blockbuster. I think
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
just gotta
Well,
put
sure.
this
It's a
together.
pop up. You can't, return
Yeah,
your
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
If you look,
Yeah, it's a novelty.
Right.
Every
you're
time I
all my
pass
stuff here,
by
but look at what I built for Adam.
the old building in my hometown that used to be a Blockbuster, I look at it like longingly.
Like a plane hangar that they're in.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of
Yeah.
just warehouse space.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that, Pickle, because there's the Blockbuster in my town where I competed in the Blockbuster Video World Championships in 1992 or whatever it was, is now in like emergency care. It's like,
yeah, mine
Oh.
too. Yeah.
I think mine isn't anything right now. I think it was.
Mine's a weed dispensary also. This
I think the building is just
Yeah, they
empty.
split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mine
I go-
became like a bridal shop store. It's very tragic. When I was a kid, it
tragic.
went from a Blockbusters to freaking bridal store. I'm like, you guys suck.
Well, Rob over here says ex Blockbuster employee here, and I mean it with 100% sincerity that the world would be a better place if we shut down all streaming services, reopen Blockbusters and video stores worldwide, and shove people back out in the world to find and enjoy their entertainment.
Guys,
Absolutely.
libraries still exist though. Libraries still have have DVDs that you can rent and return. And it's free. Go to your local library, guys, if you want that nostalgia of borrowing something physical.
You are really killing the startup VHS business right now. I mean, I'm just letting you know they're being undercut immediately by your local libraries.
Well, I'm here to start chaos, so there you go.
All right, atta girl.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was actually reached out to about possibly like investing in a kind of a physical media store in
Is that
North
with our
Texas.
homeboy? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
And ultimately, I just don't know if there's enough legs to it. Right? I think the only way I think a company or a business like that works is with a subscription model, to where you pay X dollars a month and you can kind of come and choose as you see fit. I think if you're charging somebody, $5 to run a movie, for the fun of it, you're going to get like one or two transactions, like the novelty of it. You got to build a community around it. I think that's the only way something like that works.
Where's the location? Because I think if you go to an Austin, you might have a chance. Like you got to go where the hipster kind. I don't know what you'd call them now, but that kind of community is.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
where a vinyl shop is. You put it right next to a vinyl shop, and
Yes, you got to have your like retro corner. You know where it would actually work well is next to push start play, which
sure.
You do it right there now. Yeah,
That's an interesting thing you brought up, though. You're welcome. Why has the popularity of getting physical like DVDs or video games, it's more DVDs, died, but like vinyls still exist, but high
because
in
it's
popularity.
super trendy to do that. The reason why
but
everything
why?
died is so the reason why everything. First question: why did everything die? Because kids grew up with a phone and that's it. So everything is digital. They don't own literally anything. Everything is digital, right? So they don't even know a world where owning something has any value. Okay, so there's that one. Then the vinyl shops, a lot of people who are not that age started opening up a lot of vinyl shops and stuff like that, then that kind of became the quirky, cool thing to do. That's why it most likely does not have legs. But the best
party time. Let's go.
But the number one reason for vinyl, though, on top of that, the big argument is that it actually does produce a arguably better sound. So it's not just nostalgia, you're also getting a better product.
Everybody that I know that collects vinyls doesn't just do it because they don't do it because they think it's like cool and quirky. Like they genuinely play the vinyls and collect them.
Yeah.
What's their age?
Yeah.
The youngest one is 26.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Phoenix.
Yeah.
It keeps carrying from generation to generation. It's
my friends that are younger also are like, 26 going on 45. So I can't really say that most, it's every 26-year-old is like that, but
well, whatever. Hey, it's a number there. So perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that those stores are going to be extremely niche.
Yes.
Right? But you have to own that niche. I don't think you're right. It's going to come down to where it's very strategic about where a place like that could and could not work. You got to have a small footprint. You got to have the right business model around it. There's a lot there, but I mean, you wonder if it's, could it potentially work? The marketing has to be great behind it, but there is something fun to the idea of putting a VHS into a VHS player or a DVD or a Blu-ray.
It's better quality too. This is what annoys me is that streaming quality. If you guys know how compression works, you have no idea how bad when you're watching like Netflix. You're talking like, don't quote me here, but it's like an 80% loss.
I had
really
a Blu-ray,
bad.
like a nice Blu-ray player, and we were buying, DVDs specifically for the better quality. We were, and especially the sound too. You're really losing a lot. If you have a sound system, you're really losing a lot of that quality and sound too for streaming. Usually.
I think if you had a vinyl shop right there on the corner, a pizza place, and then the video rental, that's like there it is. Like you can take your kid out for some pizza, just like the old days. You'd go to pizza.
The pizza place has to be cash only too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Side note about vinyl records. This was published like either yesterday or today from Variety. Global records revenue grow to $31.7 billion in 11th year of gains for vinyl records.
That's great.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's funny. The way you're describing that, Phoenix, is kind of like where you were like here in Texas. There's a lot of these. There's like the donut place that's run by the Asian guy, right? And then next to it, like literally the next spot over is a massage place, right? And they all just work like in the morning. they make donuts in the afternoon. They're rubbing people with their donut hands. That's what you're describing.
That's an extra service, Craig.
That's right. Donut hands. We got extra holes for you. Make your donut holes right there. That's good. Don't make it weird. All right. The real Alazam says, I think AI will destroy more than it builds. Not sure why anyone thinks it's awesome. My last 10, and this 10 is for Xbox. Thanks, real Alazam. Appreciate your support, my man. Thanks for your input. Dr. T.S. King says, 3D printing a house is possible if clunky, and a 3D printer is a tool. I don't care, but if we were to put in my mind, it is because it could affect older games, and people are defensive about old Xbox.
Right, but it didn't design the house, furnish it, populate it. I mean, that would be a tool, correct?
Commodore fan says, please tell me if I'm wrong, but I've noticed online and offline that younger generations that didn't live through the 70s or early 2000s are jumping on the retro bandwagon to look cool as a fad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a portion of that, but maybe we're learning that there's actually a growing population of people outside of that.
There are some people, some younger people that actually genuinely enjoy the, I guess what I'll say is culture of it.
It could be that they're starting to figure out that they do want to own things. They don't want everything to just live in digital nothingness.
Yeah. Jaeger came in and says, you guys are talking about the loss of the third place, which is the town square. Yeah, that's true. The town square does not exist anymore. Jaeger, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Lex has a meme. What do we got from Lex?
Wow, you were ready for that.
Wow. Thank you. Nvidia
block.
All right. Thank you, Lex. Appreciate your support. And
Thank you.
Commodore fan says, not defending it, but the reason most streaming quality sucks is that they have to make sure the feed works on slow internet, so less customers' complaints.
No, but that's true, but also that the file size would be so immense, it would cost so much, and it would take you forever to download.
We have this from the Art School Dropout. It says, if physical media wants to make a comeback, you have to have something that you can only get on disc, like blooper reels, BTS, extra content. Some books are doing extra content only on paper. I agree with that. What is the value proposition? What are you gaining by having the physical media, right? Dan says, that's why physical matters. It's kind of interesting that now all of a sudden new generations are starting to buy or renting DVDs and Blu-rays. Plus, I've been collecting vinyl records like music and video game soundtracks.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It is a novelty for them, though, isn't it, Craig? Like these are kids who've never actually grown up with it, and then they touch one and they go, "Oh,
More than likely not,
And
they
it's
didn't
yours.
grow up with it.
yeah."
I agree with that. And you know, it's funny. We are big on like events. We're going to be doing a lot of events with side scrollers because I think in this AI driven world that we have, and you know, we do this all digitally, or it's really weird time in history where we can have this show and do it in real time. You know, but we're huge when it comes to events and getting people together just because. And that's like the one thing that we saw from the Real Game Awards and the Arcade Marathon a couple of weeks ago was you just get people together. And do you know how happy everybody was just being there, just being around people and having the physical, whether it's a physical something to touch, whether it's physical somebody to talk to, like those are memory makers and experience makers. And, you know, it's similar to those VHSs and DVDs. It's such a niche thing right now. But I do think that niche will grow in the coming years because there are people who grow up tapping on their iPad or swiping or on their phone or whatever, and they're going to find novelty in these things. So the Diddly Doodler says, had a coworker say that if it wasn't recorded analog, that the sound quality is negligible. 21-year-old cousin collects them. 5 more for the Xbox because that cousin's dad
unironically, probably.
Unironically, there you go. Worked for Xbox. Unicornically.
Unicornically.
And Eureka came in and says, convenience and cheaper prices at the time killed physical. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's absolute convenience to it. There's no question.
Ignatian says,
I'm indifferent.
SGC?
You know?
Maybe not to that scale, but who knows? And give it up for Triple J, who just gifted 5 subs to the community. Let's go, Triple J. Thank you very much for that. If you guys got gifted a sub over on YouTube, make sure you say a thank you and consider paying it forward. All right, Phoenix, I need you to put 5 minutes on the clock, my man. All right, and while you're doing 5 minutes on the clock, we are going to get to Today in Gaming History, and then let's get a quick rundown real quick. If anybody wants to drop a bomb, Phoenix, where are we with our battle? Oh,
$722.90 for the Nintendo Wii and $249.99 for the
goodness.
Xbox.
If you want to see Nintendo fans' heartbreak, a $500 bomb right now would be absolutely hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That has happened.
Yes, it has happened right there. All right. Let's get to it, Blabs. Are you ready to disappoint everybody to finish up the show?
You can't beat yesterday when you put fucking Scrabble.
Oh, I can.
No, you can't.
Scrabble? Scrabble's great.
Scrabble is significant.
Let's find out.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Olive Garden can suck my tits.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I haven't seen this list, but if there's several games on here that you do not have, I'm just going to quit.
Pack it up, boys. Anyway, March 18th, everybody, Shin Megami Tensei I was released in Japan in 1994. Metal Gear Solid: The Essential Collection was released in 2008, and then Lego City Undercover was released in 2013.
That is not a bad list.
Thank you for putting Shin Megami Tensei on there after we gave you shit for not doing it last time.
It works.
She learns, guys. She learns.
No,
What was it
that's how
yesterday?
I give it, I take.
What was it? Scrabble and what did you have?
Angry
on there?
Birds Rio.
And fucking Angry Birds Rio. You think today is worse? Just say,
That is so fucking funny.
Huge impact on society, on
Angry
culture.
Birds, yes, not the movie tie-in Rio.
And also, I've never played that Lego video game. That's one of the few ones I've actually not played.
You wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't? Okay. Well, I didn't like the last Star Wars one. That was trash. Trash.
Some noticeable games that you missed today,
I
Blabs.
miss shit. Look, Melee Games in the chat, and she's having a meltdown.
You're right. Include Streets of Rage 3 for the
Not
Genesis.
the best of them all, though. That was a meh.
Okay, hold on, Phoenix. Before you have any thoughts on this, you say, well, it's not the best. Is it better than Lego City Undercover?
So Lego City Undercover actually has a very big following. It really does, because it was Grand Theft Auto, but Legos. So it actually did. It helped the Wii U, and then it was ported to other systems and did really well. And people cite that as the greatest Lego game that was ever made.
Okay, go ahead, keep coping her. And what about I don't know. Let's just go with Katamari Damacy.
I saw Chocobo Racing in there.
Yeah, Chocobo Racing was fine, but I want to focus in on this one right here.
Yeah, but I
love
prefer
Katamari.
Calamari, so like,
It's why I bought a Switch.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say, Blabs?
I said I prefer Calamari.
Da 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 da.
This segment where I break
He's
people's
so
brains, it
upset.
makes me happy.
It's a good cutaway.
Some other games that you missed, Blabs,
Didn't miss anything.
include Legend of Zelda, Four Swords Adventure.
Yeah, but Fifth Sword Adventure is a really top tier, so I let it go.
No one played Fourth.
Lost in Blue 3.
Lost in Blue 2 was the shit.
Metal Gear Solid, The
I
Essential
put that on the
Collection.
list.
Sega Superstar Tennis.
Not revolutionary.
Oh, Rainbow Six, Vegas 2. That's good. Yakuza 4.
Max. Yeah, now there. Okay, there's one.
Yeah.
No. Shh.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Final Fantasy X and X2 HD Remaster. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, that was just a remaster. Okay, never mind.
This was not a mainline Metal Gear Solid game. Is definitely
this was a
notable.
precursor.
So anyway. Oh, there it is. There's the boyfriend game I was talking about yesterday where I got mixed up and forgot what day it was. I was going to put this on the list and I decided not to.
Boyfriend
to death. What's that?
That's probably a Japanese game.
Sounds like
judging by the
love bombing.
title.
So, yay! Today in gaming history.
Good job, Blabs. You did great. I'm applauding
you.
for you.
Thank
I think
you.
you're wonderful.
Thank you.
Round of applause for you, Blabby.
The winner is me.
Now you say many of us are replaceable, but can you really replace a Blabs? I don't really think that you can.
No, I don't think
think
so.
you did a
I said
call out there. I
every-
don't think you could find one.
Not many of us are replaceable. Everybody's replaceable.
I don't know if you can replace a Blabs though.
Except for Blabs.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Blabs is the
more like
only-
it.
You know I'm wearing a glow-in-the-dark sweater, and I keep hoping it starts shining.
See, there's my point. That's my point.
You know, we
I'm
should
outside.
Where did you come from?
You know what we should,
man.
I'm not kidding about this. You know, maybe what we'll need to do is we need to keep a running tally of all the things we learn about Blabs, like during a show.
Blabsisms.
Yes, today we learned that Blabs is wearing a glow-in-the-dark sweater.
It's
as-
really cool, dude. If I like shine in the light and everything.
And that
Banana
she
bread.
drew this, and that she drew this masterpiece here.
That's Niall.
That's a dinosaur, everybody.
It's an octopus with a face.
Why do you have that, Phoenix?
Because
I
I,
gave it to
love her
him.
artwork.
gave
I
it to
love
him.
it so much. AI, try and make this. Use your
Laminated.
DLSS 5 for that.
Laminated.
All right. The voting has officially closed here. These are going to be the last little votes in. St. D says the Wii had House of the Dead Overkill. Good point. The one game that had the most F-bombs, we would like to play. That's right. That's true. House of the Kill Overkill was great. Game Hunter for 10 says, I bought a Laserdisc for $20 plus 20 Toho monster films. Still have my DVD VCR. Probably have up to over 100 VHS tapes plus 300 to 400 DVDs. I don't mind friends borrowing them. For me, That's 10 for the Wii right there. Thank you so much. One Asian guy says, for me, the reason why I'm fine with AI before, but not with DLS5, is AI was used to help build, but this is to help finish, which means many devs can half-ass their product.
I think he was trying to speak in Chinese.
Yep. Hi, Dad. How are you? Thanks for showing up.
Thanks, one Asian guy. And I understand what you're saying. You're like, it's like the lacquer on it, right? It's
That's a pretty valid point.
And by the way, those are for Xbox. By the way, that was $12 for the Xbox. Our School Dropout for 5 says DVDs and video games used to do unique things in physical copies. Games had fully illustrated instruction manuals and bonus discs with special features or demo discs. This is true. All right, Phoenix, let's get a last count when it comes to the Wii versus the Xbox today in this battle. In our final round, final first round matchup here in the greatest console ever tournament. What do we got?
All right, we've got $737.90. That's the Nintendo Wii dominating handedly over the original Microsoft Xbox at $261.99, which of course means when I hit the button, boom, there it is, that it is the Nintendo Wii that is the winner.
Congratulations, Nintendo Wii, advancing to the second round of our greatest console ever tournament. To give our victory speech today for the Nintendo Wii will be the one with the hat on, Pickle.
Well, it's just like a really cool console, and PlayStation is better than Xbox, so I think it should have won.
There we go. Thank you so much, Wii. Congratulations, Pickle, for letting everybody know that you are a diehard Wii fan. Which is great.
Also, suck it, my ex-husband. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I chose right.
All right, let's get a quick glance at the bracket, please,
okay.
Phoenix, before we move on, because this is very intense. All right, so you can see on the bottom right corner of your screen, that's okay.
Here we go. Sorry.
That the Wii. Oh, this is going to be very exciting. The Wii will take on the Switch in the.
This is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see.
Wii guys, let's go.
Yes.
But tomorrow in the upper left corner of the screen, my oh my, do we have a matchup? The Game Boy Advance versus the Sega Genesis. Now, the Sega Genesis has already taken out the Super Nintendo, and some say that the GBA is a portable Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
so
it is,
we'll see where that goes. So here's what we have over the next few days. We have the GBA versus the Sega Genesis tomorrow. On the other side of the bracket, we will have the Nintendo 64 versus the PlayStation 2. That's going to be interesting. That's going to finish out our week on Friday. Then on Monday, we're going to come back in the bottom left corner of the screen, Phoenix, the Game Boy versus the GameCube in an all-Nintendo matchup. And then we're going to finish up on Tuesday next week with the Switch versus the Nintendo Wii. Wow. All right. So you can see right there, we'll finish up the bracket here, and the Wii will advance. And then we'll have our final 8 as we are now in the semifinals of the greatest console ever tournament. It is about to get nasty, as we will resume this tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. Thank you very much, Phoenix, for that. All right. Pickle, Tiny, do you have anything you'd like to promote or share?
Happy birthday to my pupper.
Happy birthday, dog.
Let's go. Well, I'll tell you what, Pickle, tomorrow you're going to be on with us during VTuber Chaos. It's going to be great. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. I encourage you guys to join us over at sidescrollersplus.com for free. Make an account right now. Join us. Get a free month. Try us over there and give it a go. Use promo code FREE. You can watch VTuber Chaos tomorrow with, you see everybody on there, Cinny, Pickle, Leaflet, and Kirsha tomorrow exclusively on Side Scrollers Plus. Some evening premium programming for you guys exclusively for our members over there. And once again, watch us for free. It'd be great. VTuber Craig will be making an appearance, which will be great. Looking forward to that.
Please.
Minus,
Please not again.
No. Minus the breastises, right? We're removing the breastises.
Thank God. Jesus.
We put that weight in a different area, Craig.
Yes. I had to reschedule D&D for this, so please don't show up with tits.
No, there will be a severe lack of boobas. tomorrow, at least for me.
If people just came in, what a weird statement that just was. Please don't show up with tits.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, sounds good. With that said, we'll be back tomorrow when we are joined by...
We got a double whammy tomorrow. Kirsha and Jake Monroe.
Ooh, you definitely do not want to miss tomorrow's show. It is going to be
That would be a good one.
firecracker. Yes. And once again, tomorrow evening, we have VTuber Chaos happening. So please join us mañana. We have a big show lined up for you guys, 11 a.m. Central Time. Go check out Pickle and Tiny's channel. Links are down below in the comments or in the description, so you can go check them out. We would love for you guys to check them out, sub to their channels, and continue to support them. With that said, oh my gosh, sorry, whoa. Came out of nowhere. With that said, get outside, touch some grass. We'll be back tomorrow. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality. Bye.